father was done a stock marketing in that time only.
Wow.
He lost too much money. It's
Okay.
like zero in the accounts.
Wow.
That time my mother stood up and she started the small grocery shop. Then she picked up our family back into tracks.
Mothers are always the backbone of the families.
Definitely.
After we cross 40-50 philosophy comes in, but or the wisdom comes in. बचपन में तो वही होता है कि पैसा सोल्यूशन है हर चीज़ का.
Exactly.
और जब पैसा नहीं है तो we think that बस पैसा होगा तो I'll be able to come out of this situation.
Exactly.
Cafe Coffee Day. They gave business. They have turned around and now they are back into good business. They are no more into big debt.
Because now that somehow he passed away.
Yeah.
So an entrepreneur thought process always to create some sort of an empire and create the employment. Their visions always should be like that only. He done his job. He's he's my guru if we talk about. And today, after seeing him, after his guts of entrepreneurship only, I left the Australia and I came to India.
So you went to Australia and
yes.
How was the experience?
चेन्नई गया था. चेन्नई से मैं फ्लाइट पकड़ा. That is also again a very much bad experience.
Why? What happened?
फ्लाइट के लिए तो आपको वेटिंग रूम में थोड़ा 10-15 मिनट और हाफ एन आवर बिठवाता है ना. वही टाइम पे मैं पासपोर्ट खो गया.
Oh God.
I'll give 5 minutes time. You take a decision. 5 minutes दिया मेरे को मेरा डैडी याद है. And that too is Ahmedabad. Gujaratis is sweet lovers. यही इंडिया में Gujarati is the only person can eat in the morning sweets.
हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका टफ स्टोरी पॉडकास्ट में. एक ऐसा शो जहां हम मिलते हैं उन लोगों से जो अपनी मेहनत और विजन के जरिए नए बेंचमार्क्स को सेट कर रहे हैं और उनके इंस्पायरिंग जर्नीज के जरिए हमें भी मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं. आज के एपिसोड की गेस्ट है मिस्टर चैतन्य कुमार लिंगमल्लू, चेयरमैन एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एट द चॉकलेट रूम इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड, एक रिनोड कैफे और बिस्ट्रो चेन जो 15 स्टेट्स और 45 सिटीज में अपने प्रेजेंस के साथ 350 प्लस स्टोर्स ऑपरेट कर रहा है. द चॉकलेट रूम का सफर ऑस्ट्रेलिया से शुरू हुआ था और अब ये अपनी चॉकलेटी वाइब्स को वर्ल्ड वाइड स्प्रेड कर रहे हैं. इस एपिसोड में हम जानेंगे चैतन्य कुमार जी की एंटरप्रेन्योरल जर्नी के बारे में, कैसे उन्होंने मार्केटिंग, सेल्स, फ्रेंचाइजी के जरिए अपने एक सक्सेसफुल चेन को बिल्ड किया है और क्या-क्या चैलेंजेस और उनकी लर्निंग्स थी. दोस्तों, बिना किसी देरी के चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज का इंस्पायरिंग टफ स्टोरी.
Welcome, Chaitanya. Welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Good, thank you, Amit. It's wonderful to invite me here.
Glad to see that कि मैंने आपको सिर्फ मैसेज किया और आप प्रकट हो गए एंड लास्ट मिनट मुझे पता चला कि आप लिटरली मेरी सोसाइटी के पास में रहते हो, लिटरली ऑन द कॉमन वॉल. सो वेलकम टू टफ स्टोरी. हाउ इज द लाइफ गोइंग ऑन राइट नाउ?
Since 18 years in India, and I moved back to India in 2007 from Australia.
Okay.
In the 18 years of my entire Indian business community or saw the lot of up and downs.
Right.
Seriously, and which we choose in the cafe industry is not, it's an emerging industry.
Right.
When we started in the year of 2007, it's very less people consumption of the barista coffees and all something in the year of 2007 and 8 and all. I think that time only then India food industry, food chains are started coming to Indian market, and even the Indian consumers also started going out and spending a lot of money and all. He started. So that's where we started our journey in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. Where that 2007 we started.
So before I talk about the chocolate room, I would like to know about you as Chaitanya. For me, people are more important because life journeys में हम लोगों ने देखा है, लोग ups and downs सब देखते हैं. How did you start off? Where did you do your schooling first of all?
See, I actually typically if I'm sit here, it's a God grace. My studies are not that great, seriously. I was studied till 10th in Vijayawada, Guntur and Vijayawada.
So आप गुजरात नहीं, आप actually आप आंध्रा से बोल सकते हैं, या
आंध्रा,
फिर जब आप पैदा हुए तब तो सब एक ही था, आंध्र प्रदेश ही था.
United State that time.
मेरे पासपोर्ट में आंध्रा ही लिखा रहता है, तो आई रिकॉल दैट.
It's divided just 10 years back only.
Right.
Telangana.
तो आप विजयवाड़ा से थे.
Yeah, I'm born and brought up in Vijayawada, and I was done my schooling and all in Vijayawada and Guntur only. And seriously, it was I was studied in a Telugu medium and in a regional schooling and all, because we are a very dead poor family. It's my father is a working class guy, and he just go in the morning every day 5 o'clock and do the work and all, something like that. But certain age after, around in 7th and 8th, I thought of why we supposed to be here. I should be something to do something, and we need to do something, and it means we need to create our history ourselves only. And the age of 7th class only, it came into my mind. So it means I have to do something different all the time.
Is hunger the reason behind it?
Exactly. That is the only hunger, because because every time wherever the people it's I want to create myself in a value. The value comes with something money and all. It's that is what from since childhood I saw that.
During childhood, those ages, I mean after we cross 40-50, philosophy comes in, but or the wisdom comes in. बचपन में तो वही होता है कि पैसा सोल्यूशन है हर चीज़ का.
Exactly.
और जब पैसा नहीं है तो we think that बस पैसा होगा तो I'll be able to come out of this situation.
Exactly. So one time the where we are in a situation, our family, we are very much struggled, and my almost my father was done a stock marketing in that time only.
Wow.
He lost too much money. It's zero in the accounts. Wow. That time my mother stood up and she took 10,000 rupees. Still I remember that figure. She took 10,000 rupees from our landlords, where we are staying, and she started the small grocery shop. Then she picked up our family back into tracks, and she sent both myself and my younger brother. We that time fees are nominal, but still you need to food expenses and all something, and she was lead the family around 2 to 3 years.
Mothers are always the backbone of the families.
Definitely.
I mean, why did I talk about hunger was because it's a problem in this current new generation. The last generations have worked hard. सबने मेहनत किया है. The next generation is kind of coming with a silver spoon. That's a bigger challenge. I am wondering what would the next generation do, because there's no hunger. They don't value money, and how would they pursue the new challenges? बहुत tough life आ सकता है.
That's right. But it's I don't see that much of stuff for those people, but there is a competition. I can see it tough. I don't feel it, because now the next Gen Zs and Gen Alpha, these all people are the smart enough people, and if everybody is studying very good,
right,
and then definitely they can believe themselves. Is that attitude is building up with that new generation,
right?
And they can create themselves with opportunities and all. Yes, some percentage, yes, that will be there, and all struggles will be there and all.
Why did I say this part was because I can connect with you because we are almost in the similar age bracket, I guess.
That's right.
So
perfect.
In those days when I was young, I knew if I was not talented, if I was not academically good, if I still do hard work, success comes in. In the current world, hard work is not valid anymore, because it's all about brain power, skills, how skilled you are. You are in a very competitive world. As you're saying, everyone is getting good marks. Not everyone. Maybe someone like me might not even achieve that.
Yeah.
So it's a very tough. These are challenges.
That's right. Education is not the only criteria can be coming to in a success formula, right? Because it's a little bit of a smartness is what the
being street smart will keep you ahead.
Today our country prime minister, what he studied,
and he's leading the world, not just the nation.
That's right. His reading is more important.
Yep.
Every human, you have to read yourself. That's where the success formula can work out, what I feel. So some people say hard work and luck and all, it's a combination, that is where the lot of people said, yes, that's hard work and luck is always the right formula of a success and all. but it's like, reading yourself, understand yourself, and like what is your strength, what's your weaknesses, where I have to go this much of forward means you should go there that much only, and like the whatever risk taking and all, also calculated risk taking. And some people like because beyond thinking, maybe sitting here like thinking for 1,000 crores or 2,000 crores, it's not possible for our strengths or on our weaknesses or that combination. So sometimes like the luck favors like in a different type of humans percentage basis.
True. That's completely true. Depends on situation, people. So I'll come back to your schooling. So you completed your 10th and then you had this thought process कि I have to do something. आपको कुछ तो करना था बोल के आपके माइंड में था, you as you mentioned in 7th grade. So after 10th you stopped your education?
Seriously, if you talk about after 7th only, like that's where like I thought of like studies is not my primary. I was almost like not that great studies, and I must keep on move on, right? Like up to 10th, like every school will be carry forward you, even though if you are fail or pass.
No, I'm fun fact, I was promoted almost every year.
Yeah, so similar way I was also done the same thing.
These days no one will understand what is promotion. It's not like promotion wala promotion. It's like dhakka diya tha.
That's right.
And every year the PTM was a torture time for me when parents were called to school and they were like, हम आपका कंडीशन देख के आपके बेटे को अपग्रेड कर रहे हैं, वरना वी वुड नॉट इवन put him in the next grade. And nowadays the new generation kids, teachers are like, oh, your child is blessed, you are blessed, so amazing child. I say, ma'am, you're saying the same thing to every child. Why are you doing so much support? It's not needed.
See, because like today the intelligence has been increased, and the things are
access
like,
of information
and digitalization is improved. And if now the children, definitely you need to apprise, and if you need to talk like that manner only. And even like the private schools has been increased very much.
Competition in the schools.
Competition is increased, and so that is how things are happening. But I just like 7th it's promoted and all, but 10th is like crucial for every when that time of age people. And even nowadays also like it's a public exam you need to give and all, something like that. But somehow I was given that, and I thought of like my father was not keen of I'm gonna pass and all something, but I have little somewhere like I would pass some.
You didn't give them big expectations. Hoga.
That's right. So my father was told me ke like anyway like you will fail this 10th also, let you go and like join in our uncle's like cloth showroom, learn like cloth business, and work with him some 2-3 years. That is what his suggestion, and he was given to me. But that time I thought of like no, I am not a person like work with someone.
Okay, that's your nature.
My mind is from since 10th or on 7th after only I was like because since like that childhood only my attitude is like I don't want to work with anyone. I should create something myself only. I have to do something myself, and I have to give some employment or something like from since childhood I have some thoughts in my mind actually to create some empire. And my after certain age of something, after like things also, then I was always tell a lot of people to give the next generation the business is what my aim is, not to give the assets. Because previously the previous generation, all people they work hard and like create the wealth and create the assets and pass it on to the next generations. But what they will get? They won't get any they will get laziness. And like they will be in comfort zones.
True.
So you have to be always in an uncomfortable zone.
But what if you give them businesses and that is challenging for them?
It's good,
which is good, you're saying.
That's right. That's where you keep on challenge.
Might be something controversial which I ask you next, but just a thought came in. Since you are into F&B business, Café Coffee Day, they give business, and I don't know the current situation, and I just read some stories, I don't know what's true. They have turned around and now they are back into good business. They are no more into big debt. But I read that if they passed on that to the next generation, they gave a big white elephant to the next family.
Why? Because now that somehow he passed away.
Yeah.
But somehow like that family only take caring, right?
Yes.
So his son is working and wife is there. Wife is elevating.
Yeah.
His son is working and wife is also working, and they are turning around, right? And it's a new emerging industry. And it's like, because you don't have not even 1% of barista coffee consumers, and he was just like, started a brand in the year of 2000, that time 1998 or 99. So how many guts you required to start like, where you don't have seen in next 10 to 12 years?
True.
As an entrepreneur, do you think you don't know, like, I will definitely like, somewhere like, struggle, because it's a new industry, new startup I'm doing.
And it was a world-class levels
definitely
product.
he'll also thought of, right?
Yeah.
Every entrepreneur will like, ready to take the challenges. They are not like, only entrepreneur never think for only money.
Right.
So the entrepreneur thought process always to create some sort of an empire and create the employment. Their visions always should be like that only.
True.
So today, like, because he done his job and he was like, he's a pure, he's my guru, if we talk about. And today, after seeing him, after his guts of entrepreneurship only, I left the Australia and I came to India.
Okay, let's
From
go back
since,
to
like,
let's go back to Australia. How did you reach to Australia? You were in the Vijayawada. You completed your 10th. So what changed? How did you?
Yeah, after finished my 10th, like somehow luckily, I told you, right, my, results came and I was passed in the second class. And luckily, like, I done, but my dad also happy, like, I passed 10th and all. Then he joined me in a extra super college in
Narayana Chaitanya?
No. I'm not against of Narayana and Chaitanya. I was told, like, Dad, I'll go in Nalanda. There is a college, Nalanda College.
Man, how is this possible? I also did in Nalanda.
Really?
Nalanda Dilshuk Nagar.
Nalanda Vijayawada.
When I tell people Nalanda, they're like, what is that? Wo kaun sa college hai? We know only Chaitanya Narayana.
Yes,
Nalanda was like little hi-fi college.
That's right. Exactly.
What
That
a
time my
coincidence.
dad also told me to join as a Narayana Chaitanya or something like that. But I was very clear that, because always my thought process will be, whoever like, following one, I always think for different.
सही है.
तो लोग ने लाइक वो नारायणा लाइक चैतन्य जा रहे मतलब और दूसरा तीसरा कौन है
उसमें जाना है.
उसमें जाना है.
सही है. नहीं, हमारा रीज़न अलग था. वाई आई वेंट वॉज, वो जो बिल्डिंग का ओनर था वो हमारे अंकल थे. तो मैंने कहा अंकल का प्रेशर प्रिंसिपल पे रहेगा, थोड़ा अपने कंट्रोल में रहेंगे बिल्डिंग.
अच्छा, वो नहीं है, वो थॉट प्रोसेस नहीं है. बिकॉज दैट टाइम लाइक बिकॉज आफ्टर सम टाइम आफ्टर लाइक नारायण चैतन्य इज कम्प्लीटली वो खाली वो पढ़ का ऐसा है. दैट इज व्हाट लेटर स्टेज आई अंडरस्टैंड. बट दैट टाइम लाइक इज रियली आई वाज चूजिंग द नालंदा इज बिकॉज ऑफ not to go all people are going in one, that I should go something different. Yeah, different direction. That is the how I joined in Nalanda and all.
So you did your 11th and 12th MPC?
That's a big story again.
What happened?
My father joined me whatever I asked Nalanda college.
Okay.
And they also given admission. I was joined. Then like it was like completely what they are teaching I'm not understanding. I sit in the back bench and mathematics though I always sleep.
Okay.
Then like after 4 months or 5 months like they called my dad like gave the TC and he said आप हमारा आपकी बच्चा को तो हम नहीं कर सकता इधर.
इंटर में?
हाँ, इंटर में आप लेके जाओ.
Oh my God. ये सही है.
वो डीसी दे दिया. लाइक नाम को खराब आ जाता है. लाइक हमारा नाम लाइक
हमारा नाम खराब होता है.
हमारा नाम खराब होता है. कोई फेल होता है तो हमको लाइक वो खराब हो जाता है. लाइक आपको बच्चा को लेके जाना. तो देन लाइक अगेन लाइक बैक टू स्केयर.
Oh God.
My story. Then my dad telling, okay, go to the uncle place, learn the cloth business and all something. Then I said no. Let me like explore something different.
Right.
Then I said like okay, chalo like inter +1 +2. Okay, chalo little MPC I was taken. Actually that time I didn't even know CEC and DEC. Even father backgrounds also they are also not studied that great. My father was a 10th passer. That's it. So you don't have that much advisors and that much of like things also, right? So I didn't know that EC. There's always a lot of people. That time people only two things: engineer, medicine. Medicine means like BPC, engineer means MPC.
Same. So, that's the only knowledge I.
That's how the knowledge of
हमारे family में since no one was on that education side. 10th कंप्लीट हुआ, कुछ नहीं मालूम, MPC में डाल दिए. MPC मुश्किल से मैं बाहर निकला. There was some MCET. I didn't even know what is that. I went and put the black dots, and then I told, oh, इतना बड़ा एग्जाम है. I went to my mama's shop in Delhi, and behind me, my parents made me join some college for BCom. When I came back, I am like, what is this debit, credit, BCom? ये क्या चल रहा है? So that's how we don't even, those days, you didn't have that guidance actually. And it's again on the family to family. Some parents were only on the educational side. उनको वो knowledge था. I am presuming आपके family में थोड़ा business का भी थोड़ा वो था, या फिर you were in different.
No, our family since day one we are not into business.
Okay.
My father is completely a working man.
Working person.
With
Okay.
someone working person. So yeah, that's what like that's then I started like exploring. Okay, now anyway there I somewhere like but I never give up anything, and I never take into my mind as a negative 1% also. If that like if I'm not fit means like I fit somewhere.
Yeah.
I always feel like that.
सही है. That's a good attitude.
Yeah.
There's no point of feeling negative and saying, oh, God, I lost this.
That's right. Yeah, let them. Oh, that those people gave me a TC. Let explore other one.
True.
Then I thought of चलो intermediate हमका जमका नहीं है. चलो okay, next क्या है?
Next
So
क्या
then I said diploma is there. Someone I'll keep on explore and I'll keep on gain the knowledge of like if I am something to do anything. So that's how somehow I found that there is after 10th there is a diploma can do that. That's how like then again they said like in Andhra polytechnic colleges are not very few, and you need to go either Karnataka or Tamil Nadu. There like you easily can
Karnataka
get
was
admission,
famous.
and there a lot of polytechnic colleges are there or something. Then I started telling my dad, okay, I'll go to Tamil Nadu.
सही है.
Then वो बोला like तो you didn't even study here, like what you gonna do in Tamil Nadu, can do something like that. And then I explored myself, like I started like talking few people, and where my dad works as a diagnostic center. So that beside there is a one shop, uncle is there. I sat with an uncle and talking with him. Then he said कि like in Tamil Nadu Polytechnic, his sons are studying over there.
Studying there, okay.
So then I thought of like, okay, then I immediately, whenever I found something, I'll buy a ticket and go and visit.
Wow.
That's a good habit I have. So then I went like there I saw that and something like that. Then I told come back and my dad, here we'll get the admission, not an issue, and the fees is also very nominal. It's a very regional area if you talk about it. In Tamil Nadu, very small village like something and all. My father he came with me and he joined me and or something. Yeah, on admission we fill the form and all something, and on the forming they were mentioning they're asking which department which department do you want to join. Then again question mark, what do you mean by department?
क्या पढ़ना है?
Then they started explaining that one lady, you want to go for civil engineering, or you want to go for electronics and communication, you want to go for electrical or oh, diploma is this one.
I thought it's an easy thing, just go and do something.
Exactly. Then like I just like I asked that while the filling the form and all like can I see classrooms? Then I've been to 3-4 like mechanical engineering class, and in electrical engineering class, electronics, and these all 4-5 class. I come back to the office. I'll go electronics and communication.
Fancy था वो?
No, that lady asked me, why you choosing this electrical and electronics and communication and all. So that class looks colorful. That's why I choose it. So that's so my. But it's like it was because it's like I was done. There was I got a TC in +2. Then after like this is my intentionally I went there, right?
Yeah.
Then I was like started studying very superbly, and almost 85-86% I got in the diploma.
So
and
around 11th 12th you started getting interest in education.
that's right, yeah, that time only. Then because I don't know, because it's a very cozy place and nothing to do. It's like there is no bathrooms also where I went there, and it's like very. Then I learned the life. My God, life means like this. Once I left the home and all, staying in that cozy place, morning going to without bathroom places and this blah blah. Then I really learned the life. What is it?
Life
And
is hard.
importance, yeah, life is very hard. Then I understand the education also seriously that time, like yeah, it means if I looking for a longer term, like if I want to become as a rich man or somewhere, it means that definitely education is also required for
important.
me. That's learn myself, like then I started studying in very serious manner and done a super percentage. Then after, like if you in Tamil Nadu, if you get 80 plus percentage or something, then you'll get the free engineering seat also. So I just got a free engineering seat, direct lateral entry, like we call. If you do plus 3 years of this diploma, so you'll get like second year of entry of engineering and all something. Then I finished my engineering and all. Then I there also I did good studies and good percentage and all. Then the final year only, and then again there all the people are writing in my class, like TOEFL, GRE for USA and all something like that. Then I thought of again, like thinking something different. I'm little weak in English. ये TOEFL and GRE हमका बस का नहीं है. अभी क्या करना है, मैं ही एक दूसरा कंट्री जाना है, मैं क्या करना है.
अच्छा, जाना तो है.
हाँ, जाना है. तो दूसरा कंट्री तो जाना है, बिकॉज बिकॉज मैं 3 साल लाइक वो रीजनल एरिया में रह के लाइफ का पता करके अगेन और 3 साल लाइक दूसरा इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ के, तो थोड़ा तो मेच्योरिटी आ गया.
आ जाता है. हाँ.
व्हेन यू स्टे आउट ऑफ योर हाउस, डेफिनेटली कुछ हॉस्टल में रह के, और हम तो मैं हॉस्टल भी नहीं तब, बाहर रह के खुद हमारा लाइक समथिंग लाइक वी मेक आवर ओन फूड्स ऑल्सो. दैट डेज ऑल्सो आई वॉज लर्न द थिंग्स एंड ऑल. देन अभी AC हॉस्टल में तो इतना नहीं होता
नहीं होता है. हाँ.
तो दैट्स व्हाई वी लर्न लाइक देन आई थॉट कुछ तो कंट्री निकालना है, तो बाहर कंट्री जाना है तो हमको बहुत पैसा मिलने वाला. मेरे को बहुत क्लैरिटी आ गई इंजीनियरिंग में ही. इंडिया में रह के तो हम पैसा इतना जल्दी नहीं पे कमा नहीं सकता. एज डेफिनेटली बिकॉज इफ यू हैव ए बैकग्राउंड्स एंड इफ यू हैव सम एसेट्स एंड देयर इज एन कैपेक्स एंड ऑल, इफ यू हैव, देन इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट समथिंग, देन इज easy for anyone. But when is like I'm a like single man, like where we don't have a capexes and all, and where like हमारा फादर के इतना सेविंग्स कुछ नहीं आता. वो लोग अभी इंजीनियरिंग में 2,000 बेच तो बोले तो 1,000 बेच के like तो संभालो बोलते. तो दैट टाइप ऑफ फैमिली बैकग्राउंड्स में तू आके like हाउ यू कैन डू एन बिग एम्पायर्स एंड ऑल समथिंग.
So the easy way you felt was इंडिया से बाहर जाओ, कुछ तो होगा.
That's right. तो देन आई स्टार्टेड अभी और कौन सा कंट्री विदाउट इंग्लिश जा सकता है. देन स्टार्टेड इंग्लिश विदाउट इंग्लिश एग्जाम.
बट व्हेन यू से विदाउट इंग्लिश, जस्ट कटिंग यू डाउन, मैंने एक नोटिस किया. आपने बोला कि विजयवाड़ा से हूँ तो आई वॉज इन तेलुगु मीडियम. ट्रस्ट मी, जितने मैंने लाइफ में तेलुगु मीडियम वाले लड़के देखे ना, दे वर द शार्पेस्ट वंस. वो इंग्लिश इतना प्रैक्टिस करके आते थे स्कूल्स में. दे वर बेटिंग ऑल द हिटिंग ऑल द किड्स हु वर एक्चुअली इंग्लिश मीडियम किड्स, बिकॉज English medium kids generally feel that they know English, they don't actually practice. Kids who were Telugu medium और वो थर्ड लैंग्वेज को सेकेंड लैंग्वेज इंग्लिश पे लेते थे ना, दे यू शुड स्टडी एवरी सिंगल वर्ड, प्रैक्टिस, एंड देन कम एंड आउट परफॉर्म अदर्स.
That's right.
That's also one way of looking at it. I mean, people used to do that.
Yeah. Because they were, see, everything, it's what I understand. Hunger.
Yeah.
And do something.
When you don't have it, you try to have it.
That's right. If you have in your body to adapting and learn something, so everything is easy and everything easily can learn it.
True. So what was that country where someone can travel without knowing English? What are those countries? Do you have a list?
At that time, yes, I saw on that time, like the one is like New Zealand and Australia and something Sweden and a few Italy. And
but aren't Italy, because I've been to Schengen countries, man, they ask a lot of questions and it's all English.
Yeah, even but they
So you're
will ask
saying
the
academically
English,
through-
academically when you
Okay.
want to get the admission, so
All this GRE,
all these
TOEFL,
GRE,
they are not
TOEFL.
needed?
If in US means you require a GRE, TOEFL, and all
Scores
is
are needed.
preliminary
Yeah.
requirements to get the first of all from the university admission. So similar way, like no, with when it's Australia, like you don't require any of the exams to get the admission from.
Okay.
Australian universities. So my batch is the last batch without IELTS.
Okay,
Next
after that-
batch onwards, like Australia is also started like from Indian country who want to travel to Australia for to studies, and they have to clear the IELTS exam.
Okay.
So I was luckiest.
Yeah.
Luckily, like
You were lucky then.
Then I was applied just like then that time also like again then I finished my graduate the engineering and all. I came to house and then I started talking about this Australia studies, and my father is shocked. So what are you talking? Australia? Where is money? Where is money? No money. Then I said no, don't go to Australia and all. Like it's a very expensive affair, and we don't have that much of capabilities and all something. Then you go either Hyderabad or Bangalore or Chennai and do job. So you already
Make some money.
Yeah, make some money. Then after you want whatever you want, you can do that. I don't mind. So that's what he is keep on telling.
Because he can't also keep taking burden when we in उस ज़माने में when you're talking about international itself, it's a few lakhs, and that's a huge amount of money.
100%. Yes.
And yeah, so it's a risk. I mean, parents would worry.
110%.
पहले कुछ पैसे कमाओ, जाओ बाहर,
Yeah.
सिटी में जाओ, कुछ कमा के आओ.
That's right.
Then if you think you can do it, go.
Yes. So that is how like then I thought like then I started without my father help. I'll explore myself. I'll do something.
Okay. But it's not like Tamil Nadu, you'll buy a ticket and go. How did you manage then?
Well, what I done is like because always I'm very clear in my mind always. I'm a very focused and like very clear and clarity. So if I took one decision means I stick on the decision. If I like to go means whatever challenges happens, I want to go.
Okay.
So then I started process.
Acha.
Helping of my friends, like I took a 5,000 rupees from my friend, borrow 5,000. I went to Australian the consultancies will be there, right?
Yeah.
I've been to one of the consultants in Vijayawada. Brother, I want to go to Australia. So then he asked me a few questions. What is your background? What are the assets you have? What are the things you have? I said everything. No.
Student loan
also I won't get it. So
yes, it needs collateral. Okay.
Yeah, collateral. What is you have any assets and all? These keep on asking all these questions and all. I said I don't have any. So you can do it or not.
I don't have any, but you have to figure out. Okay.
Then he said like your looks little interesting. He's very nice guy. For example, he's also actually he was in Australia and almost 3-4 years that consultant, and then moved back to India, and he's very nice guy. I don't know, luckily God grace or something, I met in a right person, seriously. Where that encourage and where he can understand, and some people they don't even listen also, right?
True.
They don't give it time to listen also.
Yeah.
Waste of time, we don't get any business, why we want to waste this person, he's come for admission and he's telling you don't have anything, then he isko visa nahi milega, kuch nahi kar sakta hai,
time waste chesthunnadu,
yeah, so they will go off aisa bolega, because that way I was chosen also because it was reception level only, we will go off.
Yeah.
But this is where I choose in this consultancy is just one small this type
Cubicle,
of cubicle, and he put his table and chair and sat there.
Okay.
So I was luckily went that type of consultancy only.
Your stars were all aligned.
Something, yeah, I definitely I believe that also.
Yeah. I could see that, because when you say no property, no family support, I thought, okay, you'll give me a twist that student loan ले लिया. मैंने कहा, but नहीं, वो भी नहीं हो रहा है.
No, I'll tell you that. It's then that person I really like your guts and like the things and all, I'll definitely help you. Then he started like I'll find out a cheap and best university, let I'll apply. For admission, application fees and all won't be there also for that type of universities. He didn't even taken 5,000 rupees also from me. So he just like applied admission for 1-2 universities, and one university I just got. That time that university there is no application fees also. He just simply he took my all academics copies and all. He applied and got the admission and all. Then he called me, okay, you got the admission, now we have to apply visa. Then we just like visa fees and all also I got it, like some friend has said ke, so once you got the admission, he said I will give you this money also. That time just 22,000 or something like that, visa fees and all something like that. So we just like with that application, we done the visa application also.
Okay.
Yeah. So luckily like phone interview came from Delhi, like ask me these things and all. So he that time like consultant was like he created CA report, these blah blah, I don't know what he done seriously. I gave him 5,000 rupees. He done his best thing for me. Everything he put it like somehow like I got like it was delayed, and some harmony started at home. I don't think so you won't get visa. So you didn't put anything, you didn't show anything, like how we'll get. And my father is keep on telling every day harmony is happening. So luckily one day like I got a call from Delhi that they took a phone interview. Then after phone interview 2 days I got a visa.
सही है. So that guy has earned a good karma.
Yeah. But it's like
he's
now,
done a good job at least.
Yeah, he's done a super fabulous job, I'm telling you. I got a visa. Then here the twist is, in Australia what happens, after you approve visa and like then they'll do a pre-approval.
Okay.
It's like there we need to pay like tuition fee.
Okay.
To the college, that whatever the university. After paying a fees only, then they will give a final confirmation of enrollment. Then they will do a stamping on your passport
stamping.
and will send you physically like that. So here is the biggest now.
अब फीस कितना है और कैसे पे करना है?
That exactly. That is the biggest. Almost, if I remember, 1,20,000 or 1,40,000, something like that. Roughly, correctly I don't know. Lakhs में. वो टाइम में तो lakhs मतलब like
बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट है. You're talking about 95 or 2000? Exactly 2000. Okay.
Yeah.
.com year.
1 lakh that time maybe other people I don't think so like for less होगा. हमारा घर में तो लाख रुपए मतलब like तो बहुत है amount.
Sir, आज की डेट में we are talking right now in 2024 end, 1 lakh is a very small amount of money to many people, while 1 lakh is a big amount of money for many people. So it depends on person's situation.
That's right.
Like I can see people buying randomly things in these current timelines. लाखों का चीज़ें ऐसे ही खरीद रहे हैं. कार खरीदने हैं, कल पैसे कार्ड लेके जा रहे हैं, कार 30 लाख 25 लाख ऐसे उठा के आ रहे हैं.
Yes.
And people are struggling for even 10,000 rupees right now
भी है
also.
ना.
So वो उस ज़माने में तो at least thing was, I would say 90-95% people were on a similar income level. Right now the income level is very drastic. Like few people are very rich. I mean we are seeing people in every sector right now. So yeah, please. So 1,20,000.
1,20,000, 1,40,000 something, I don't know exactly. That's how it's now the time came, and I thought of like what to do now. Because 1 lakh plus amounts and all, like none of these friends won't be help also, right? 5,000,
and without a
10,000.
job, it's not like you're saved or something.
That's right. And even I don't have a family background also.
Yeah.
Some people can see the assets and okay, चलो ये अभी इसको दे दिया तो बाद में आएगा,
Interest पे ले ले,
interest भी लेगा, whatever something like that. तो मैं ऐसा लाइक ये वीसा प्री अप्रूवल का वीसा कॉपी लेके मेरा एकेडमिक्स लेके मैं बैंक्स घूमना शुरू कर दिया.
ओके.
चलो लाइक मैं बैंक्स में जाके लाइक रिक्वेस्ट करे बैंक वाला को, चलो भाई मेरे पास कोई कोलेटरल नहीं, कुछ नहीं, आप कुछ तो दिखा के आप ले लो. मेरे को ऑलरेडी आ गया, मतलब मैं उधर जाए तो मैं आपको EMI तो आराम से पे कर सकता है. आई स्टार्टेड वेंट टू एट दैट टाइम तो HDFC ICICI, लेकिन ये सब तो बाद में आया था.
गवर्नमेंट बैंक,
वो तो गवर्नमेंट बैंक से आंध्रा बैंक, कर्नाटका बैंक, SBI बैंक एंड ये सब बैंक्स भी था. ये लोग स्ट्रिक्टली बोला आपको नहीं मिलेगा, नहीं मिलेगा, एवरीवेयर वेयर आई एम गोइंग यू वोंट गेट, यू वोंट गेट, यू वोंट गेट. Then still I thought of, okay, I'm still something missing. I should do option, because I always like, koi whatever things आए तो I'll take from A to Z तक options. तो ये नहीं है तो B नहीं तो C नहीं है तो D.
कुछ तो निकलेगा,
कुछ तो निकलेगा. That is what I feel. Impossible मेरा डिस्ट्री में नहीं है. Everything is possible what I. तो देन आई स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग एंड फ्यू ऑफ द बैंक पीपल को, एक दो क्लर्क लेवल का पीपल है ना, उससे बात कर रहे तो सर आप लेकिन कोई NBFC बैंक को ट्राई करो. ही गेव मी सम हिंट दैट NBFC काइंड ऑफ थिंग. इट्स वो उसका क्या, बट वो टाइम पे तो मेरे को तो क्या डिफरेंस है तो आई डिडंट इवन. बैंक इज अ बैंक, तो बैंक इज बैंक. देन वो NBFC इसको ही पूछा तो NBFC बैंक मतलब कि ये क्या, वो एक दो नाम बता भाई. तो ये तो तमिलनाडु मर्केंटाइल बैंक में जाओ सर, आप ट्राई करो.
So just for context to people, year 2000 was those days. I remember we used to go to CFI centers to access internet. Data was not easily accessible. अगर हमें ढूंढना है, जैसे आपको किसी ने NBFC बोला, you can't pull out a phone and say NBFC. भाई फ़ोन नहीं होते थे उस ज़माने में.
हाँ, वो टाइम तो फ़ोन भी नहीं है ना.
नहीं है, आप किसी को पूछो, there's no information.
Exactly. तो वो टाइम पे तो वो बंदा ने NBFC ऐसा, because he is working in the bank, तो इसको पता चला. Otherwise like as a common man क्या डिफरेंस है बैंक का NBFC का. आज प्राइवेट बैंक है, इंटरनेशनल है, नेशनल है, इतना डिफरेंशिएशन होता है. NBFC was लास्ट डिकेड से ही लेकिन थोड़ा लाइक हाईलाइट हुआ है. हाँ. तो देन उसका पूछा लेकिन सर आप तमिलनाडु मर्केंटाइल बैंक है, अभी विजयवाड़ा में रिसेंटली एक हुआ था, ऑफिस ओपन किया था. बिकॉज वो लोग तो बैंक तरह नहीं होता, ऑफिस तरह होता है. तो आप जाके उधर मिलो. तो चलो जाया. उधर मेरा वर्कआउट हो गया.
उन्होंने विदाउट कोलैटरल ऐसे ही दे दिया.
यस. Somehow like मेरा.
So they are basically betting on the student and the skills.
It's a risk, because the interest is high. So because if I want to take an education loan in SBI or like a Canara Bank or a Bank of Baroda and all, it's like maybe 6% or 5% or something. Okay. So they are charging 10-11% kind of like that.
More risk, more reward.
More risk and more things. Yeah. So they were like studied me and maybe they saw my academics and they saw like pre-approval of visa, these blah blah and whatever something like that. So they finally said आपको मैं करेंगे. Anyway, they are not giving to me also ना. End of the day they are paying to the university account only. Yeah. तो थोड़ा तो बिलीफ तो होता है ना वो लोग का. अरे ये कर दिया तो वो तो ये करने के बाद लेकिन इसको तो 100% उधर जाएगा. वो जाए तो लेकिन सम लेकिन तो पैसा तो हमको कर देगा. दैट्स सम असेसमेंट होता है ना. लेकिन तो दैट्स हाउ इवन आज भी लेकिन NBFC बैंक ने विदाउट लेकिन कोलेटरल आज भी दे रहे हैं ना लॉट ऑफ.
That's a new thing, new learning. I didn't know that.
आज भी देता है. NBFC is always give without collateral like आपका like कुछ देख के, because that time they were asked like at least your father income tax return ऐसा सब. तो my father तो income tax return भरता था. Okay. Lucky, that is one good lucky. तो आपके फादर एक इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न का कॉपी भी दे देना, ऐसा मेरे को बोला था. तो अभी तो मेरा को तो कोई not even earn any money. There is no bank statement.
You were a student basically.
Yeah, मेरा father के एक bank statement पूछा था, these blah blah kind of like that something.
So you went to Australia and
yes.
How was the experience? Like कितने लोग आए थे एयरपोर्ट छोड़ने के लिए? I remember those days ना वो एक
मेरा फैमिली तो मेरा father and like brother only came.
Okay. But it was not in Vijayawada.
में तो वो चेन्नई का.
It was not in Vijayawada. So you came to Hyderabad or Chennai?
नहीं, अच्छा वो तो हैदराबाद में भी वो टाइम पे तो फ्लाइट्स नहीं है. भैया चेन्नई वो तो अभी हैदराबाद में लास्ट डिकेड से ही लेकिन शुरू हुआ. अभी वो 2000 टाइम में तो हैदराबाद से कोई फ्लाइट से नहीं है इंटरनेशनल का.
दे वर वाया मुंबई दिल्ली.
वाया मुंबई वाया दिल्ली. वो दैट टाइम चेन्नई से है. तो हम चेन्नई थोड़ा पास पड़ता था वो विजयवाड़ा से. हम चेन्नई गया था, चेन्नई से मैं फ़्लाइट पकड़ा. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अगेन ए वेरी मच बैड एक्सपीरियंस.
व्हाई, व्हाट हैपेंड?
ओह माय गॉड, मेरा फादर एंड ब्रदर लाइक छोड़ के आया था. वो छोड़ गया, मैं अंदर घुस गया, इमिग्रेशन ख़त्म हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया. लेकिन फ़्लाइट के लिए तो आपको वेटिंग रूम में थोड़ा 10-15 मिनट और हाफ एन आवर बिटवाता है ना. वो टाइम पे लेकिन मैं पासपोर्ट खो गया.
ओह गॉड. After immigration stamp and everything. वाओ.
बोर्डिंग पास भी मिल गया, इमिग्रेशन हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया. तो मैं ऐसा लेकिन वो वेटिंग हॉल में बैठा था. वो दूसरा
साइड में चला गया होगा कहीं.
नहीं व्हाट हैपेंड लाइक यू सम अदर गाय हु सैट विथ मी, ही आस्क्ड मी आप भाई किधर जा रहे. तो मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया जा रहे. क्या पर्पस के लिए जा रहे? मैं पढ़ने के लिए जा रहा है. इससे ऐसा कन्वर्सेशन हुआ था. देन वो आस्क मी क्या आपके ऑस्ट्रेलिया पासपोर्ट का वीसा कैसा है दिखाओ भाई ऐसा. मैं ऐसा लाइक वो टाइम में तो हम उतना नॉलेज नहीं होता कि वो ऐसा ओपन करके इसको दिखा रहा. देन बातों में ये he didn't give back. He just stolen from me my passport.
वाओ.
Yeah. Then I've been to carrier. Flight boarding का बुला लिया वो सब लोग. I just keep on like went inside of the carrier. फ्लाइट के अंदर गया था. तो God only told me अरे कुमार यू एक बार लेकिन तुम्हारा पासपोर्ट देख लो ऐसा. He only gave me the hint or something like that.
Yes.
Seriously. Then I put my cabin luggage upstairs. That time again I was thought of okay let's see once my passport है नहीं
Inside the flight.
हाँ inside the flight.
वाओ.
तो मेरा बैग ओपन करे तो पासपोर्ट नहीं है. Then I shouted like screaming like oh I lost my passport and all this cabin crew and all these like they came what happened sir. So I said like I lost my passport. Then I already they're getting prepared every single thing to close the door and to move on. Then they spoken to the captain that captain is willing, he's giving a chance, you get down and see where you sat in the hall and all, you check and come back. Then मैं उधर गया. वो क्लीनिंग वाला पूछ गया इधर हमको कुछ नहीं मिला. देन आई वापस काम आया था. वो कैबिन वाला इसका कैप्टन को एंड सुपरिटेंडेंट को लाइक कैबिन सुपरिटेंडेंट को दोनों. तो नाउ वी कैन टेक यू टू सिंगापुर बिकॉज दैट इज कनेक्टिंग सिंगापुर. राइट. It's then we will take you to Singapore, but from Singapore we don't know how you want to without passport because Singapore is a very strict country. They will detain you,
They'll deport you back.
They'll deport you back and all. I'll give 5 minutes time. You take a decision whether you want to come along with us or you want to leave from here right away. So आप लाइक इमिग्रेशन वालों को बोल के तो बाहर जा सकता है. तो 5 मिनट्स दिया मेरे को मेरा डैडी याद है. वो लोग अभी तक लेकिन निकल गया होगा रूम चला होगा. मैं जाके लेकिन I said like 5 minutes then you have to decide fast and all something they are telling. मैं तो बोला लेकिन चलो क्या होता है तो क्या होता है लेकिन मैं तो बाहर वापस तो नहीं जाऊँगा.
सिंगापुर घूम के आ जाऊँगा.
तो मैं बोला लेकिन तो कैबिन क्रू बोला whatever is happened I'll come. Okay then you sit. Then मेरा बाजू में लेकिन एक बड़ा इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट है विजयवाड़ा का बंदा and he's keep on like telling के भाई तू बच्चा है तू बहुत गलत डिसीजन ले रहा.
वो अंकल लोग आके ज्ञान देने का काम.
Oh my God, he's scared me like crazy. But I didn't take in his words or something like that. And वो the cabin crew told me कि take off time में आराम से आप 5-10 मिनट बैठ लो. Then बाद में you check your luggage properly and all that. 5-10 minutes of take off time में तो मैं rewind होगा. What has happened? Where is really left over or something like that. Then ये आदमी आ गया दिमाग में. Oh, there I'll taken out my passport and all something like that. Then I call like a cabin crew. I want to check every single faces from starting row of a seat. Then I started looking everyone and all. When I reached his seat and he just pulled from his pocket my passport and gave me. I didn't even talk one word to him. He didn't talk anything. So I took my passport and sat in my.
But when you saw him, when you confronted him, didn't he feel shameful or didn't he feel that अरे this guy was shouting there, उन्होंने चिल्ला रहा था, उन्होंने भागा. When you do that,
yes.
सबको मालूम पड़ता है कुछ तो ड्रामा हुआ, कुछ सिचुएशन हुआ.
Obviously सबको मालूम है.
पूरा प्लेन देख रहा है. उसको डाउट नहीं हुआ कि what am I even doing? Am I doing something wrong? I'll anyway be caught also.
Yes, if he's that type of guy, how come he can took my passport?
He should just call and say कि भैया मिस्टेक से मेरे पास आ गया
passport. At least वो नहीं करा, वो भी नहीं करा.
That would clear him out. Right?
That's right. Because once I reach and stand, then it is understood like
by any chance did he look like you? Maybe he thought like I can use your passport somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. That is the purpose he taken. Because that time Australia का तो इतना like strict तो नहीं था. तो you can change like the sticker.
And maybe he was going to Singapore. Could be.
I don't
because
know.
you were on a Singapore flight.
Yeah.
He could have taken your passport thinking that Singapore say next flight I can use his passport or something, remove your sticker and I don't know.
Have anything. I don't know what happened, but it's like I didn't even thought of. I didn't like इसको दिया था वो लेके मैं ऐसा.
तो आप उससे वापस ले लिए और वो कुछ बोला नहीं, शर्म भी नहीं है. वो इंडस्ट्री वाले अंकल को बोलना था एक मारो उसको चमाट चढ़ा के दो उसको. You're giving me so much ज्ञान.
Yeah.
See that guy is a cheater.
वो कुछ नहीं ऐसा like तो कुछ नहीं हुआ. वो ये इंडस्ट्री बंदा अभी लकी है. So that
God's grace, everything sorted.
Oh
right?
my God! Seriously, that was my life turning decision. That time मैं बिना डर के मैं वापस चले जाता था ना, मेरा लाइफ तो आज ऐसा बैठ के तुम्हारा साथ लेकिन वो टफ स्टोरी भी नहीं होता होगा.
This was definitely it is a changing point.
That's 100%. I believe that day of the strong decision I was taken because Singapore. Then after how I can go, no idea seriously.
I mean, no one today's world also, if something like that happens, then no one would have an idea कि what should I do. वो उस moment में जो decision लेना होता है, it's a very tough decision, especially when pockets are empty.
That's right.
Right now, parents would say like, "Better take this card. If you miss the flight, don't worry, take the next one."
You have that support now.
You have that support.
But
उस
that
time
time
में
you
वैसा
don't
कुछ
have
you don't even have the money to go back from there to home also, and how will you face the family?
तो मैं एक ही
ये क्या करके आ गया वापस
अरे
तू?
मेरा पापा मारेगा वो नहीं मैं मारने का तो इधर कुछ कर सकता है तो
Exactly.
दैट इज वेयर मेरा दिमाग में था.
उस जमाने में डर लूजिंग से ज़्यादा तो पेरेंट्स को फेस करने का, पापा की मार का डर होता था कि भाई हाउ विल आई फेस देम. लाइक आई हिट वन व्हीकल वंस. मेरा डैडी का काइनेटिक होंडा तोड़ दिया था मैंने स्कूल टाइम में. मेरे को लगा आई वॉज हैविंग ब्लड. दैट वॉज नॉट इवन ए कंसर्न. आई वॉज लाइक हाउ विल आई फेस माई डैड. दैट वॉज द बिगेस्ट कंसर्न. नाउ इट इज इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. गाड़ी गया तेल लेने गया, यू आर गुड. दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट.
That exactly right.
सो
But it's sometimes that is where I felt after success and all, I praise my dad extraordinary.
Yep.
Dad तू कुछ पैसा नहीं दिया but your strictness मेरा लाइफ बन गया. पापा ने उतना स्ट्रिक्ट नहीं है तो वो टाइम में तो मैं कैरियर पे नहीं होता था.
नहीं है
तो चलो मैं पापा को कुछ समझा के कुछ तो
if he was a very loving and caring,
yeah.
he would just you will be like चलो वापस जाके पापा को कॉल करता हूँ. नाना पासपोर्ट पोइन नाना इपड़ेम చేయాలి. यहाँ पे no bro. नाना కొడతాడు. You know understand Telugu, right?
Yeah. Telugu. I understand it. See what happens because that is my decision and
the decision comes from the strictness of your dad's decision making.
And because I was taking a loan and all and again there are a lot of things then right now I can't imagine also what will gonna be happen.
There's no plan B.
Now plan B. Seriously that I take. I want to come. Let it sort out myself whatever happens I will be sit in Singapore. Let it be do something.
So you got your passport and then you never saw that guy in your life or in that day?
No.
Bhai sahab.
I just landed in Sydney. Then again another disaster and I whatever my luggage and all didn't come, and even whoever my cousins were pick up, they are also little late and all something like that. I was hopeless. तो oh my God
फोन नहीं है, मोबाइल नहीं है हाथ में,
लगेज ही कुछ नहीं आया. लगेज किधर ब्लॉक हो गया.
अरे but eventually turned out and,
yeah, my cousins laterally came and they take me to the room and all something. Then
so that was how many years in Australia?
I was there in 7 years from 2002 till 2007.
So no education, then you did a job there?
That's right, yeah, because I was enrolled in master's degree MIT. I have done. I finished in university. Then after while studying only, my purpose of went is just to make money and all something like that because because that time I got only this money and all something, right? Air ticket and this whatever $300 for a pocket money my father arranged me. So that he told me after 1 month you have to send me these 2 things.
Because he has to pay back.
He has to pay back to someone or kind
Man,
of.
full respect, man. Because I'll tell you why. You are one of our only guests, or you are the only guest till now who has said that my purpose was money. And I I resonate with that. क्योंकि जब हमारे पास पैसा नहीं होता ना तो हमारा फोकस पैसे पे रहता
That's
है.
it.
And whenever I meet other few of the guests, they say money shouldn't be your goal. You should focus on figuring out fixing problems. मैंने कहा भाई जब पैसा नहीं है ना प्रॉब्लम ही है जिंदगी में.
right.
पैसा होगा तो you will fix that.
Exactly. मेरे पास अभी for example I'll tell you like once I reach my room or cousins were there, even though cousins so like whatever like immediately अभी आज room पे आया था like सीधा 250 rupees advance दे दो. ये खाली 300 पूछा था, एक $50 लाइक ग्रॉसरीज के लिए सब कुछ ऐसा. अरे भाई साहब लाइक मेरे को तो हाथ में तो $50 रहने दो.
हाँ.
तो 250 तो दे दिया, खाली हाथ में $50 है.
हाँ.
तो मैं कैसा करना है? तो मनी का फोकस का अलावा लाइक मैं क्या लाइक कुछ किधर का फोकस करूँ?
सो फिलोसफी अपनी जगह होती है. फर्स्ट थिंग इज हंगर है, पैसा चाहिए भाई, बिना उसके कैसे करोगे. एंड वंस यू हैव मनी ऑल द फिलोसफी कम्स इन. लाइक आई टेल यू व्हाई दीज गाइज ऑल्सो से दैट. आई नो दैट बिकॉज दे आर ऑल इनटू स्टार्टअप फाउंडिंग एंड दे वांट VC इन्वेस्टमेंट्स. दे वांट टू क्रिएट दैट पोर्ट्रे दैट इमेज दैट वी आर इनटू फिक्सिंग फिनटेक प्रॉब्लम्स, वी आर इनटू फिक्सिंग AI प्रॉब्लम्स. भाई ये सब नई बातें हैं. रियलिटी में जब पैसा नहीं होता ना, यू आर नॉट इनटू फिक्सिंग एनी प्रॉब्लम, यू आर फिक्सिंग नेक्स्ट मील. You want the money to survive.
That's right, perfect.
So I resonate with what you say and I'm like finally कोई मिला मुझे जो सच में ये बात बोल सकता है.
And that's the most important, See, it's like end of the day on object what you are focused, you will be work on that thing in a very great manner.
Right.
So to survive yourself and because to survive anything, it's money is a interlink.
True.
If you don't focus on that thing, and it's like later you can fix like a lot of things.
Yeah. Money fixes everything is what they say, at least, or most of the things at least.
Yes.
I mean, I know when someone says that, they say you can't fix health. I know, but money can fix most of the problems at least.
Yeah. That's once you are a person like you are happy, automatically your health also like cooperates.
True.
So today, like
without money, there's
without
stress,
money,
and when there's stress,
there's like stress will be there, right? So you thinking like tomorrow, if you don't have any 1 rupee in your account, once you are wake up onwards, like for everything, once you come out also, you require a fuel.
Yeah.
You require like, either we don't have any vehicle or something. You have to catch a bus. You have to catch a like either metro or something, but you have to pay money.
True.
If you don't have that whatever $2 or $3 or $5, and how I can approach you, how can I find my jobs, how I can like grab my opportunities.
Right. No, that's completely there. Like
So that's how like the journey started, and started, and luckily on the 3rd day only like once I reach, then next day onwards like started rooming, even though new place or not in like not like 1 day also I didn't waste like sitting at a room or something like that, and started going to the restaurants and all. भाई साहब आपका कोई क्लीनिंग का जॉब है तो दे देना,
कोई भी काम दो,
कोई काम दे दो,
पैसा चाहिए.
हाँ पैसा चाहिए. Started like asking like every single supermarket, restaurants, these blah blah kind of like that. ऐसा एक रेस्टोरेंट में तो एक बंदा मिला, भाई साहब ने लेकिन बोला कि लेकिन आप यू आर लुकिंग फॉर जॉब, आप एक काम करो कल एक वाइट शर्ट ब्लैक पैंट पकड़ के एक जगह बोला तो वो जगह पे आ जाओ बोला. मैं ब्लाइंडली बिलीव करके वो जगह में चला गया. वो भाई साहब ने गाड़ी पे बिठा के एक जगह में लेके गया. वो तो देखे तो सुपर मार्केट है. वो सुपर मार्केट के अंदर को घुसवा दिया. एक लड़की से बात किया तो ये वो थोड़ा बोला वो लोग ना कोई फार्म नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा कोई अनऑफिशियल कुछ डिस्कशन नहीं, कुछ नहीं, सीधा जाके वो टिल पे खड़ा कर दिया. तो मतलब वो एक्सप्लेन किया द थिंग्स विल कम, यू स्कैन इट एंड गिव इट टू द वही सुपर मार्केट टिल पे
सपोर्ट टीम.
ऐसा तो 8 घंटा काम करवा दिया. 8 घंटा काम करने के बाद लेकिन पीछे नीचे आ जाओ बोला, लेकिन उधर फॉर्म सब कुछ देखो, ये फिल करो, ये बैंक डिटेल्स दे दो। वो टाइम पे तो बैंक भी नहीं है मेरे को, बैंक को भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं करना नहीं था। देन ही सेड लाइक नो प्रॉब्लम, लाइक नो यू अप्लाई एंड गिव मी व्हेनेवर यू हैव समथिंग लाइक दैट एंड ऑल। देन सीधा ऐसा लाइक बोल दिया यू आर अपॉइंटेड एंड नाउ यू आर ए चेकआउट ऑपरेटर, ये सब बोला था।
यू आर
यू आर ए चेकआउट ऑपरेटर, यू आर अपॉइंटेड।
ओके, सही है।
Then that time onwards like left and right like तो I think like worked like crazy. And मेरा मैनेजर को like ना 12 बजे हो और like whatever time she said like तो Kumar you want to come this shift, no problem. You want to stay 16 hours, no problem. ऐसा like तो too much काम करा मैं। टू मच लाइक तो सम हो लाइक पैसा बहुत कमा लिया। मेरे डैड को तो 2 वीक में तो पैसा वापस भेज दिया।
अच्छा,
हाँ, फ्लाइट टिकट का पैसा है,
फ्लाइट का और इसका।
तो दैट्स लाइक आई फिनिश माई MIT वट एवर थिंग्स ऑल्सो। देन आफ्टर लाइक आई वॉज अप्लाइड परमानेंट रेसिडेंसी ओवर देयर। After finish that then while in once I applied for permanent residency only, then I thought like I should do some business. Then I was thought of like तो because ये कोल सुपर मार्केट तो मैं पार्ट टाइम तरह काम कर रहा हूँ, मतलब आई एज ए ओवरसीज स्टूडेंट आई नीड टू वर्क ओनली पार्ट टाइम 20 hours or kind of like that. There are restrictions or something. After permanent residency you can do full time kind of like that. So then but that time like I thought of like I should do business. Not to work or anything and all. Then I thought of like because I was done IT and I have little good skills on the hard work, what do you say, like assembling of computers and all.
Okay.
And networking and all, something like that, then I thought of like why don't like we can set up our own IT firm. Then I put like Kumar IT Solutions or something name.
Oh, okay.
Then I started like picking up where I staying in the apartment only one small place
in Australia.
In Australia, yeah.
Okay.
So in one small place like I because in Australia is a country like if is a little crack and all they'll throw away outside. Chairs also throw, tables also chair. So I started like roaming in a very posh locations of Sydney. And where like they throw it outside of office furniture, I brought and made a small office.
Okay, सही है।
तो ऐसा small office open करके like then I started attracting the overseas students. ओवरसीज स्टूडेंट्स का लाइक वो लोग लाइक वो कंप्यूटर में काम करते, वो टाइम पे तो लैपटॉप्स इतना ज़्यादा नहीं थे, डेस्कटॉप्स बहुत था। तो डेस्कटॉप्स का उसका लाइक रिपेयर करना एंड इसका लाइक देन स्लोली थोड़ा रिपेयरिंग आता है तो वो रिपेयर करना $20 ऐसा लेना शुरू कर दिया, तो अच्छा हुआ था। एंड स्लोली वाई डोंट आई कैन असेंबल लाइक माई सेल्फ एज ए सेकेंड हैंड कंप्यूटर्स कैन सेल। तो मैं ऐसा सिडनी कंप्यूटर वेस्ट मार्केट्स में जाके तो केजीज में लाइक खरीद करके लेके आना शुरू कर दिया। मतलब लाइक हार्ड डिस्क, रैम, दिस ये सब लाइक वो 5-10 kg लेके आए तो लाइक उसमें विच एवर दी यूजफुल होता है तो वो सब मिक्स में करके देन यू कैन मेक आराम से 1-2 कंप्यूटर बन सकता है। दैट्स योर लक। समटाइम्स यू विल गेट यू कैन मेक 3 कंप्यूटर्स आल्सो। तो दैट्स व्हाई आई जस्ट लाइक बॉट फ्रॉम द केजीज में लेके आके असेंबल करके देन ये लोग का सेकेंड हैंड कंप्यूटर्स लाइक सेल करना शुरू कर दिया। बहुत हिट हो गया, लाइक पीपल आना लग गया। लकीली समहाउ लाइक सम नाम फैला, एक बंदा आके लाइक मेरे को आप लाइक न्यू कंप्यूटर भी असेंबल करके दे सकता है, व्हाई नॉट। देन उससे बात करा लाइक सीधा 15 कंप्यूटर्स का ऑर्डर दे दिया।
ओके।
देन आई सेड लाइक आई वांट एडवांस ब्रदर, आई डोंट हैव एनी मनी। ये 15 कंप्यूटर करने के लिए तो मेरे को एटलीस्ट 50% एडवांस चाहिए। देन ही ऐसा चेक निकाल दिया, ऐसा 50% का वॉट एवर आई कोटेड प्राइस का 50% का चेक दे दिया। नो नेगोशिएशन, नथिंग। देन आई थॉट लाइक इज इट ट्रू और नॉट। देन वो तो चेक तो ले लिया। चेक लेके लाइक मैं तो कोल सुपर मार्केट में तो वो काम करता था ना, उधर मेरे को टेली चेकर होता है। टेली चेकर मतलब मैं ये चेक लाइक डाल दिया तो वो अकाउंट में पैसा है नहीं है लाइक बोल देता है। तो ये इसका चेक लेके गया, वो टेली चेक करा, उसमें तो पैसा बहुत है।
हाँ
मेरे को लगा लेकिन अभी ये लेकिन अभी मैं पैसा वो एक्चुअली क्रेडिट वो टाइम में तो उधर भी बैंक सिस्टम इतना खास नहीं है।
हाँ।
वो अभी मैं ये चेक लेके वो डिपॉजिट करना है, इट शोज इन माई अकाउंट लाइक थोड़ा 18 hours 24 hours लाइक
It takes time
इट
to
टेक्स
process.
टाइम। तो बट अभी ये तो भाई साहब ने 4-5 days में चाहिए बोल रहे। तो मैं लाइक जाके लाइक चलो मेरा पास वो पैसा से जाके कंप्यूटर्स का पेरिफेरल्स खरीद करना है, तो वेदर है कि भी ये बाउंस हो जाए तो
हाँ
तो टेली चेकर में लाइक मस्त पैसा दिख रहा।
Verify किया।
हाँ वेरीफाई किया, देन इमीडिएटली जाके लाइक बैंक डिपॉजिट किया। देन मेरा पैसा 1 day गैप में तो समय पेरिफेरल्स लेके 1-2 कंप्यूटर का शुरू कर दिया। देन इसकी पैसा आने के बाद रेस्ट ऑफ पेरिफेरल्स लाके देन ऑन टाइम 5th day उसको 15 कंप्यूटर लाइक डिलीवरी कर दिया। देन दैट टाइम ऑनवर्ड्स सोचे मत कितना कंप्यूटर बना लिया।
सो बिजनेस का कीड़ा शुरू हो गया वहाँ से। कुमार कंप्यूटर्स,
या कुमार IT solutions।
IT solutions, सही है। I never thought, I never read this part also, I never knew this part.
Yeah, then बाद में I made it like so it's went off like very big and all. I took as a kids corporation private limited and done a superb money and turnovers has been done in Australia. It's a almost एक private limited company बना लिया like but एक स्टेज में कंप्यूटर का सैचुरेशन पॉइंट आ गया।
हाँ
तो एनी प्रोडक्ट का तो एक सैचुरेशन तो होता है ना। तो वी आर इनटू मार्केटिंग बिकॉज लेटर स्टेज ये भाई साहब ने वाई इज टेकिंग दिस मेनी कंप्यूटर्स लाइक आई डेंट अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज मैं ऐसा फोकस में काम कर रहा है। एक लेवल का बाद पता चला कि ये भाई साहब ने लाइक मार्केटिंग कर रहे हैं, डोर नॉकिंग में करके लेकिन मेरे पास वो कंप्यूटर उठ के लाइक वो मार्केटिंग में लाइक दे कर रहे हैं। ऐसा आई फाउंड लेटर स्टेज। तो उसका मार्केटिंग भी थोड़ा लाइक कुछ सैचुरेटेड हो गया, इसका आर्डर भी कम हो गया। देन आई स्टार्टेड माई सेल्फ व्हाट ही इज़ डूइंग लाइक सिमिलर वे आई स्टार्टेड माई सेल्फ। 1-2 बैंक को लाइक टाई अप करके देन आई ऑल्सो गॉट द सेल्स एंड आई विल सप्लाई टू डायरेक्ट कस्टमर एंड ऑल। तो दैट्स all like that, but still like I was thought of I think this is not also I'm required some this is also I was not felt happy. I have super money, extraordinary car, like bought the 2 houses over there in Sydney. I'm very much settled, like all good going. But still something is somewhere like my visions still I didn't reach. That is where like I was thought of. But it's like that is marketing wise is coming, but it's like not much hard work. ऐसा सिंपली बैठ जा रहे लाइक पैसा तो आ रहे, इतना एक्स्ट्रा वर्क तो लेकिन मेरे को दिखता नहीं है। देन आई स्टार्टेड लाइक चलो इंडिया जाएंगे, इंडिया में क्या हो रहे तो पता चले। ऐसा एक ट्रिप इंडिया को मारा। तो
ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रहते ट्रिप मारा है।
इंडिया में क्या चल रहा है, ये बिजनेस क्या कैसा हो रहे, क्या है ये, व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग इन इंडिया। बिकॉज फ्रॉम डे वन I feel India is a big country. The only thing is like because we are not that matured market, and definitely this is a big country. That is what my feeling from since day one. Because ऑस्ट्रेलिया हम किधर रहता है लाइक तो वो तो 2 करोड़ का पॉपुलेशन है पूरा कंट्री में।
ये तो हैदराबाद जितना है, मतलब सॉरी अपना आंध्रा जितना है।
हाँ, आंध्रा तो 5 करोड़ है पूरा आंध्रा। वो तो आंध्रा भी नहीं, एक हैदराबाद हिसाब से। हैदराबाद एंड ऑल इट्स अनऑफिशियल। इफ यू से लाइक 2 करोड़ इधर रहता है हैदराबाद में। एक हैदराबाद इज जस्ट 1 कंट्री पॉपुलेशन। तो देन आई ऑलवेज थिंक लाइक टू डू एनी बिजनेस तो कंज्यूमर इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट। तो स्केल अप ऑफ एनीथिंग, ग्रोथ का कुछ तो कंज्यूमर ही चाहिए तुमको। बिना कंज्यूमर तो क्या कर लेंगे। हाँ, तो इसीलिए तो मैं ऐसा चक्कर मारा वो इंडिया में क्या चल रहे क्या हो रहे ऐसा लाइक जो आके लाइक तो इधर तो 2-3 महीना रहने के लिए तो आ गया मैं। बट ये 2-3 महीना आराम से बैठने में तो क्या मज़ा आता है। लेकिन मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ वाइल कमिंग ओनली, ये तो आई वॉज लाइक वो कंसल्टेंस का मेरा स्टोरी खुद लाइक आई रेस्पेक्ट माई सेल्फ एंड आई थॉट ऑफ लाइक वे व्हाट आई स्ट्रगल्ड वाइल आई एम गोइंग टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया. Why should I can help to someone? my experience and whatever like the thing, whatever the consultant has helped me, why don't I can help like few of them. Then I just like took a small office in Vijayawada and I started consultancy.
Okay.
Educational consultancy.
But indirectly didn't you take away his business only?
Which business?
वो कंसल्टेंट जो आपको हेल्प किया था?
वो बंदा तो when I was like there, that time he is not in that in business.
Oh. Okay.
He was like after that I was went off like मैं एक बार आके इसको मिलने के लिए भी ट्राई कर रहा था, उसको थैंक यू बोलने का भी ट्राई कर रहा था, बट वो ऑफिस में गया था, वो he is not in that business. He moved back to Australia again. Actually he is came from Australia.
You came to meet him and he's already back there.
Yeah, he is back there already.
Okay.
तो somehow like उसका नंबर लेके मैं उससे बात किया, तो ब्रदर आई एम स्टेइंग इन राइट नो इन मेलबोर्न, whenever you मेलबोर्न आए तो मेरे को मिलो, लाइक अभी तो मैं विजयवाड़ा पे नहीं है.
Okay. So you started your own consultancy.
I started my own consultancy. Then similar way what I have like done that guy, I was done like 4-5 guys like in a similar way. ना 1 2 4 5 बंदा को, वो बंदा आया था, उसका मैं देखा, अच्छा था, बहुत फायर है, बहुत डिज़ायर्स है, ये 1 रुपये के इन्वेस्टमेंट का बिना लाइक आई सेंड लाइक 5-6 स्टूडेंट्स.
Nice.
या तो आज भी लाइक मेरे को समटाइम्स लाइक वो बंदा फ़ोन करके, सर आपकी वजह से मैं इधर
People don't forget, right? I mean, good gestures are never forgotten, or at least it pays back somehow. Direct नहीं है तो भी indirectly.
That's right. I believe with it because I was struggled like somehow that time वो बंदा हेल्प नहीं करे तो इतना स्टेज तक मैं यहाँ आने वाला था. I also should as a social responsibility I also done that. And विजयवाड़ा में like consultancy रन किया था, वो ऐसा like but somehow like that was not my dream to that consultancy business. क्या growth हो सकता है like ये body shopping का टाइप है. ये स्टूडेंट आएगा, वो पापा मम्मा का साथ आएगा, उसका मैं कितनी बार like बार स्टोरी बोल के तो वो लोग क्या कर सकता है like but again like I am not seeing it because day one मेरा goal is to create an empire for next generation business purpose. That is what my goal
You had a bigger goal than normal person would think about. Normal आदमी ये रोटी कपड़ा मकान सोचता है.
It's this because I always like definitely as an I'm a single man, definitely I also for my own food and my purpose ko but I always like what I believe along with me some 10 more people also should
grow
for grow. Yeah, that's what like for grow, or I should be always helpful to someone. Because like a brand creation and these entrepreneurships all will like today was like increased from since like decade or more than decade onwards. How much of employment was created in Indian market?
True.
It's like today Swiggy or Zomato or like something Ola or like Rapido or like something is these all not there though. Who will come like to afford this Hyderabad like this atmosphere and here expenses. And today like even though they are coming with an empty hands and like they are like registering in either Ola driving or like something Uber or like something Rapido biker.
There are opportunities.
Or there are opportunities there. And why we all people that time went to Australia and USA and UK and all, because we don't have these opportunities.
Yes.
That is where if you have an opportunity, India is the best country, man. Luxury country. Where you won't get any luxury in other countries, seriously.
I mean, बोलने के लिए easy रहता है कि you go to Australia or you go to the West and you'll make some side incomes, but your expenses are also on similar levels.
Definitely.
But if you're in India right now, as you mentioned, there are huge number of opportunities.
That's right.
They might not make you the richest people or not upscale you right away, but they'll help you survive.
That's
and
right.
the cost of living is very less comparatively. So the new change has brought a lot of opportunities also.
Definitely. See, that is what because the person want to come and explore. And once he come here, like a lot of people like I shouldn't burden for my parents and all. And today they coming and like working like this type of part-time jobs or something, because now some people are working part-time, like what I done in 2000 year in Australia in a supermarket or something. Then now people are coming from small villages and they are doing like this in Hyderabad.
In Hyderabad.
So I'm just like impressed, like seeing of this type of some of the good stories is happening like me. Like there are every day some good stories are happening, right?
So how did you happen to go from there? आपका कंसल्टेंसी शुरू किया in Vijayawada. Then Vijayawada से अहमदाबाद क्या हो गया?
Yeah, so what happened, like then
Or let's okay, yeah, sure. I'll reframe it later. If it's the beginning of your chocolate room or before that there was something else.
that's like before of the chocolate room, this consultancy only.
Yes.
Then 6 to 8 months I was in Vijayawada. Like I was like talking to the number of parents, and I was like my goal was succeeded. It means like I want to send few people like who were like me struggled, and somewhere I felt happy and fulfillness was like done. And it's not that money mind kind of like only money is the matters. Like if I could continue in the consultancy, like money can mint it in consultancy. It's
they are one of the biggest
that's one
money
of
making,
the biggest money making and all. But that is not my objective of started is not the money minting. My objective of like the starting of the consultancy to serve what I was struggled, and I want to like help them like my pay back or like give my experience or kind of like that. Or that is the objective. I done that.
But did you give it to someone else to continue?
Yes. Then after that, I told my father, you don't work anymore and sit in this consultancy. I appoint like some counselors and all, something like that. So as on today's date also, like my consultancy is in Vijayawada in MG Road.
Okay.
The name of the same Kids Educational Consultancy.
What's it called?
Kids Educational Consultancy.
KITS?
Yeah, KITS.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no branch office in Hyderabad or anywhere else?
No. It's not like I was not open for a growth or a scale up or something and all. His objective is purely for to give the service or something.
And that is limited to Australia only? Or?
Limited to Australia.
Okay.
No more.
Domain knowledge is purely Australia, तो सिर्फ ऑस्ट्रेलिया का ही सर्विस करो.
That's exactly right. Now we gave into one person, just like he sits like he'll only take care or kind of like that. I don't even take any 1 rupee from him also like that. So that's, but my name should be there, and as on today's date also someone comes like we should help on like that or kind of.
Okay.
But today's possibility is also very less.
Yeah.
Something about it was strict very much. When the persons comes like also we can't like do that much of a documentation and strict हो गया like its possibilities बहुत कम हो गया आजकल like तो they were looking for clear liquidities and all something.
हाँ अभी information access बहुत easy हो गया है.
बहुत access
Students are well knowledge now.
Well knowledge, and even banking is also digitalization बहुत हो गया ना.
Digitalization हो गया है.
Yeah.
लिक्विडिटी भी है, अभी मनी है पेरेंट्स के पास. लास्ट 2-3 जनरेशन से जो पैसा सेव किया हुआ है, against that they are getting student loans also.
That's right.
So that is also changed the whole system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like then after I went back to Australia again to stay 3 months over there. What are you doing?
क्या चल रहा है ये? कभी आप आ रहे हो, कभी जा रहे हो?
तो एनीवे उधर घर है, इधर भी घर है.
Okay.
इसी विजयवाड़ा में भी घर है, उधर भी घर है.
You bought a house in Australia?
Yeah, Australia I bought a house.
So by running Kumar IT Solutions, you're able to buy a house there.
Yeah.
Assembly में पैसा था.
After that like I done marketing and all, door knockings and all. So that all like makes super money, and tie up with like a lot of bankers. And wherever I door knocking sales, like how like a Bajaj Finance, right? Similar, I am a Bajaj Finance type. So you come and like I take your ID cards and all something like behalf of me, I'll process your application, get the approval, and that approval money come to my account, and I'll give the delivery to you. Like for example, you go to Vijay Sales or something, and behalf of like Bajaj ने separate counter होता है ना, और counter में जाके आप approval लेके then Bajaj ने तुमको product देता है ना. Similar way I done that.
Okay.
In Australia.
And you earned your own house.
Yeah. It was super money I made.
सही है. So from Australia again you went back to Australia for 3 months.
Yeah, again I went back, and मेरा को I got a child boy, baby boy and all like.
So basically you came back, you got married.
Married long time back.
Okay.
So she was with me like in Australia 2-3 years.
Oh, nice.
Then after baby boy का पर्पस में अभी के इधर मेरा मॉम ने शी इज़ ए किडनी पेशेंट मदर इन लॉ इज़ ऑल्सो लिवर का प्रॉब्लम था. None of the guys were willing to come over there to take care. And again that pregnancy time तो someone is required, right?
Yeah.
So that time तो मैं I brought to
back
to India.
Okay.
So she was here only. Then I was shuffled here and there kind of like that. That is how I again when I got the child and I back to Australia and then I started seriously for 6-7 years if you stayed in that country it's not that easy to come back seriously.
Yeah.
तो उसका एटमॉस्फेयर हो और क्लाइमेट हो the seeing of or something but
again I feel when I speak to my friends who all work in FANG companies like Apple, Microsoft and Google and all these guys, इनसे मैंने सीखा है कि if you go out of your country and if you work there you should try to come back before a decade ends. Once
That's
you
right.
cross
Perfect.
a decade,
Perfect, yeah.
once
Not, I feel
then you don't want to come back or your kids won't even want to come back.
That's right. Yeah, this word is good. Not a decade or something. The kids when they get the maturity level, if they know or because I left the country without child, almost pretty much. I didn't even got the child also like that. But 3-4 years if you stayed along with the child and all, they let you go also. 100% they don't let you go. So today my son just 6 months back I send him to Australia for a bachelor degree purpose.
Okay.
Now he is studying BBA and law, 5 years integration. So then he just recently 2 weeks back he is telling me, Dad, why you left this beautiful country and came to India, Dad? ऐसा इसको मेरे को बोल
You'll be like,
yeah, because
a time will come you'll also realize the value in India. You want to
but
family
that time
attached.
because he is now 17 years
Yeah,
का
yeah.
बंदा
This
age में तो उसका अच्छा लगता है
फैंसीनेस रहता है वर्ल्ड में.
फैंसीनेस का ऐसा कुछ होता है तो but laterally they will also realize and all something like that.
We also have this family connect. We want to stay back once we grow older. We want to stay with parents or wife's family is also here. Everyone wants to be in that
But
ecosystem.
actually this Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, individuality is created very much with those people. We people think about
Joint families.
joint
and
families and all. अभी भी हमारा है.
Yeah, we have either joint or small nuclear families.
That's right.
Now it is individual.
Individuality. ये now the Gen Zs and Gen Alphas को ये day one से individuality create हो रहे हो लोग. मेरा I am. I only can do. I are about.
I don't need anyone.
I don't need anyone. We हम पहले तो we बोलता था बहुत. अभी तो बहुत आई आ रहे इसकी मुंह से.
हमारा लड़का गया है बाहर. पहले वैसा बोलते थे.
हमारा पापा लोग आज भी थे हमारा लड़का गया. स्टडीज करने के लिए US गया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया गया, ऐसा लगे.
There was a sense of proudness also कि हमारा बेटा गया है.
That's exactly right.
Now it's also normalized and kids are like, I'll do it, Dad. I don't need anyone's help. I can do it myself.
That's right. तो अभी तो वो लोग ने तो क्या है तो.
But in that case, I see reports from Japan country. Families ये सब कम हो गया है. People are not even marrying. They're not even staying with each other. सब अकेले है. Population कम हो रहा है. So they have different level of problems also. These all new जो भी gen stories हैं, they're also coming up with their own problems.
Yeah, that's we will see once in another 2 decades it's going to be different world in India also.
True. Yeah.
From since today 2045 and all, we are going to be in advance. India is also going to be an advanced country by the time.
True.
And total Western culture will come. Adoption will come. And things also change. Mindsets also change. Everything is change.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया तो लेके चले गए हमें. So अब मुझे वहाँ से
हम अभी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हैं.
अभी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है. तो वहाँ से आप वापस अहमदाबाद कैसे आ गए?
Yeah, it's I back to Australia. I was stayed almost 3 months over there, and I started talking to all my old friends and all the people and discussing about India because they are also eager to buy to अभी इतना साल रहने के बाद तो इंडिया में जाके भी इंडिया में भी तू सक्सेस हुआ भाई somehow कुछ बिजनेस रन करके तो सक्सेस तो हुआ तू तो इट्स अच्छा भाई लाइक नो तो क्या हो रहे इंडिया का बाल और बताओ लाइक नो ऐसा ऐसा लाइक नो तो आई वाज लाइक when I was like before that going to Australia only, I was like little been to this Bangalore, Hyderabad and all these places and all also from Vijayawada. So then I came to Hyderabad one day, like gone to the IMAX, like to movie Prasad IMAX movie along with the family and all. That time only the Hyderabad first McDonald's was opened near to the IMAX.
I know.
I saw the line of that McDonald's that day while I'm going to movie. In Australia, we feel McDonald's is a cheap brand for us.
It's a junk.
Junk, seriously.
It's called junk.
Seriously, this is the word I use.
So people who can't generally afford good quality food, they go for saving money to McDonald's or Subways and KFCs. That's the culture.
Exactly. In Australia, it's the same.
बट आयरनिकली इंडिया में पीपल थिंक कि गोइंग टू मैकडी, आज हम बाहर खाना खाने जा रहे हैं मैकडी में. व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? यू आर एक्चुअली गोइंग टू द रॉन्ग प्लेस.
आई वाज लाइक लिटरली सरप्राइज एंड seeing a big line like how that the new movie is going to be opens, right? That type of crazily standing on the line. So then something like I was started like that time only my focus went into this food side. What is happening? Then my mind started thinking back to Australia. I was telling about this all stories like something at that time Domino's is also has been opened, one of them. Delivery system is like ready to launch there, like news and all something is coming. So then I thought like the brands are seen, and I talking about my friends sharing the कंजम्पशन. अरे भाई लाइक ये लोग रहा इधर ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कभी भी हम लाइक ऐसा क्रेजीनेस नहीं देखा. इतना फूड लविंग कंट्री, टू मनी ऑफ कॉफ़ी शॉप्स एंड लाइक रेस्टोरेंट्स एंड ऑल देयर. बट इंडिया में तो समो अभी तो शुरू हो रहे हैं. ये सेंसिंग में तो मेरे को आ गया. देन आई सेड लाइक हम शुरू कर दिया कि लाइक भाई हम कुछ तो फूड बिजनेस का तो एंटर होता है तो दिस इज़ द राइट टाइम इन इंडियन मार्केट. वो बात हम शुरू कर दिया. तो देन कैसे एंटर करें? तो देन वी थॉट ऑफ लाइक फ्रेंचाइजिंग इंडस्ट्री इज़ द बेस्ट इंडस्ट्री. लाइक वी कैन टेक सम फ्रेंचाइजी, इधर एक ब्रांड फ्रेंचाइजी लेके हम लाइक
लर्न फ्रॉम देम एंड
उधर हम इंडिया में लाइक शुरू करें ऐसा लाइक तो स्टार्टेड लाइक लुकिंग इनटू सम फ्यू ब्रांड्स. अभी ये हमारा बात लेकिन मैकडोनल्ड्स से शुरू होते तो बर्गर का कंपनी शुरू करा, बर्गर ब्रांड्स का लाइक फाइंड आउट करना शुरू कर दिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. अरे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कौन सा बड़ा बर्गर ब्रांड्स है वो हम लाइक इंडिया को ले जा सकता है. तो देन वी स्टार्टेड लाइक डिगिंग इनटू फ्यू ऑफ द ब्रांड्स एंड ऑल, टॉकिंग टू दोज पीपल एंड वी वांट टू टेक दैट योर ब्रांड टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया फॉर अ मास्टर फ्रेंचाइजी एंड ऑल. Then I started asking, and some of the people said very huge, quite expensive, like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 for master franchise and all. So we are not that much like to risk that $300,000 pay to those people and do the risk, and again has to be venture here, one store and all our expenses and all something. It's almost in $500,000
right
capex is required. So then I thought like I think this capex of $500,000 is not the right, like where it's a new industry we are entering, we don't have any experience in this industry, like it's not right idea to invest $500,000 or something.
True.
So then we started like next level of like some mid or like lower mid kind of a brands where we can take it on, and that's how looking into Google search and all something we found this Chocolate Room name. So Chocolate Room like felt like something different name, only something appeal we got, like we were crazy about like the chocolate name is something in a different, right? So immediately we friends together like सिडनी से ये जिलोंग में था, विक्टोरिया जिलोंग, मेलबोर्न का नज़दीक में.
ओके.
एक नेक्स्ट डे लाइक अभी फ्लाइट का टिकट बुक करके नेक्स्ट डे लाइक तुरंत लाइक तीनों जिलोंग चला गया.
So तीनों in the sense Vijay Punjabi,
Vikas
Punjabi,
myself and one more guy is also.
Okay.
Then later he dropped. We only two started actually.
अच्छा.
तो 3 guys गया उधर like देख लिया था like तो once we entered the Geelong and see their shop, it's like your studio type of a small shop. small boutique like chocolate shop. We were little disappointed. Oh my god, like we thought of a chocolate room is a kind of a something where it's a coffee shop kind of thing. We thought like we could take this one as that was our plan, and we were thought of like because maybe they have some at least 4 or 5 branches or somewhere in Victoria. That is what we were thought
Resuming.
Assume, yeah. So but it's like nothing was only there running a boutique shop and all, and we went back to Sydney again. We started searching like few more brands and all something, but with our minds like this name is not going off. This is only coming up. I think because like I explained them like the barista coffees and all discussion also came into us because we are a coffee lovers from since like 2004 2003 onwards, like when we are like started having cappuccino and latte and all these things and all. That time like I didn't see that barista coffees in Hyderabad or Vijayawada or something like that.
True.
I really didn't see it in around 2002 2003 and all that time.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Delhi and Mumbai, I don't know. But where I stayed in Hyderabad, Vijayawada to completely ruled out.
No, it was filter
in Hyderabad is also I didn't see filter coffee or
Hyderabad is all Raghavendra and filter coffees those days.
That's right, yeah. So then I was like told to my friends that like are bhai, like barista coffee is also big consumption will happens very slowly in India and all. But that time like is already Coffee Cafe Day is already started in Bangalore.
Right.
They were started first. Bangalore is a cosmopolitan city, and more craze and IT people are very much there, right? So that is how like then I started like telling things like more of my friends saying like by like baris, if we can add like chocolate and the coffee, it's a great combo. That was we felt.
Chocolate and coffee.
Chocolate and coffee. It's a great combo.
Definitely. I mean, it does definitely taste better.
That's right. So that is how like again we thought, okay, chalo, even though they are a boutique shop or whatever, we like the brand name. Let's go to talk to those people to Rabai, like we will take your brand to the master franchise. They were little shocked first of all. What, you want to take my brand to master franchise in India?
True.
So then like we explained them and all like that, but we were done in a very prominent legalized solicitor ka hisab se, like because they don't know the much of that great thing and all. They were
उनको ही नहीं पता था कि वो इतना बड़ा ब्रांड बन सकता है.
That's right. Seriously. We also don't know.
हाँ.
No, we never even.
But then why didn't you think that we should go with some similar name but a similar idea, same idea?
See, simple logic that time what I believe is like the craziness of India, like things because बाहर country से कुछ brands आया रहा मतलब like तो India में तो बहुत craze देख रहा. ये मैं देख चुका. ये McDonald का like which I felt like the cheap quality and मैं like कुछ इतना भाव भी नहीं देता मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. लोग नहीं इतना भाव दे रहे इंडिया मतलब like अभी मैं इंडियन ब्रांड का तो इतना भाव नहीं देगा. ये ना कोई ऑस्ट्रेलिया का ब्रांड बोल दिया तो मतलब लाइक तो इंटरेस्ट विल कम.
ट्रू.
तो दैट्स ऑस्ट्रेलियन का ब्रांड है, ऑस्ट्रेलियन का चीज़ है लाइक तो हम इधर प्रॉपरली लॉन्च किया था एज एन ऑस्ट्रेलियन ब्रांड तरह. फर्स्ट स्टोर वी ओपन इन अहमदाबाद.
Why Ahmedabad? Why not Vijayawada? I mean, or Hyderabad?
Good question. Seriously, it's a very good question. So that time I am basically from Vijayawada.
Right.
Born and brought up in Vijayawada. My other partner is from Ahmedabad.
Okay.
So Hyderabad is already growing that time. It's very good. But I don't have any connects and I don't have any network at all in Hyderabad. And Vijayawada is not a right city to start. So then we have an option like Ahmedabad. At least like this guy has a like his
he stays there though.
He stays there though. Some local support and all will be there. So some people were suggested that we'll go to Mumbai, Delhi, kind of like that also.
Okay.
That's the great launch to like launch any in something. But we were like very clear from day one. I think it's Mumbai or Delhi is an expensive. Real estate is very expensive. Ahmedabad is picking up that time. And that too is Ahmedabad. Gujaratis is sweet lovers. यही इंडिया में like Gujarati is the only person can eat in the morning sweets. स्वीट से शुरू करता है.
At a recent conference, we walk every day morning and we keep talking about these things. My friends keep talking about यार कल मैंने ये खा लिया. मैंने कहा वो खाने से कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो रहा है. आप अभी भी उसके बारे में सोच रहे हो ना. That is why you're getting stress and sugar level is going up. It's not because you ate yesterday. And when I went to the conference in Bangalore, it was a Gujarati conference, all business enclave. मॉर्निंग ब्रेकफास्ट 2 डेजर्ट्स, लंच में 3 मिठाई है, डिनर में 2 मिठाई है, तीनों टाइम मिठाई खा रहे हैं. एंड दिस आर लाइक वोंट यू गाइज गेट शुगर. आई सेड वी नेवर थिंक शुगर है, इसमें शुगर है, मीठा चाहिए खा लो, डोंट ओवर थिंक इट. सो आई रिलेट टू दैट. गुजराती, व्हेन वी गो टू गुजरात ऑल्सो डेली मॉर्निंग ब्रेकफास्ट इज फाफड़ा जलेबी.
Understood. Yeah.
Breakfast will start with jalebi.
That's right.
What else do you want?
Yeah, exactly. So that is where we were very confident that, because I think is Gujarat, Ahmedabad is the right place to, because a chocolate is a kind of a sweet, kind of a desert place. Identification easily comes out. So people definitely can love. I think is Gujarat is the place. That's how we launched our first store in the year of 2007. And it was like a massive hit.
Okay.
I think it's what I saw like in McDonald's line. On my first store, I saw in my store also in the line.
Wow.
Replica completely. So people were stand outside on the line like there is no space.
So the chocolate room serves pure veg or is it like non-veg?
Pure veg.
It's a pure veg restaurant.
Yes, pure veg. We started in Gujarat, right? Because
Right.
Gujarat
That's the reason my question came in.
Yeah. We were very much until we started our franchising. 2 years we serve completely as a pure veg kind of a thing only.
Because the question seriously came because I told you, right? I leased out one of my property to a Telangana restaurant. And when I was talking to him, he said, pure veg यार बहुत risky business है, ये है, वो है. And then I was connecting, भाई ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You should come down to Gujarat or even Hyderabad. Now we have some pure veg restaurants which are doing
There are a lot.
fabulous business.
That's right, perfect.
So I mean, as considering your whole business concept, it's a pure veg restaurant.
Yes.
Not a restaurant, it's a coffee shop.
Cafe.
So how big was it, the first setup?
I think it's around 1,200 square feet of place we taken.
Okay.
In
And that's the average size roughly, like 1,000-1,500 square feet.
That's right.
And when you said you have a lot of inspiration with Coffee Day, so how does that relate back to?
Yeah, that's what like said. I think like when I'm talking, we were like McDonald's and all. See that burger food chain, because it's a coffees. We were little worried ke like because coffee market is not created, and that time like Coffee Day and barista is like few of them started.
Right.
So not that great views and great positiveness in the market. In the year of 2006 and 7 or kind of like that. Even that time already 4 or 5 years in the market. Cave Coffee Day guy. But this guy like even though if he's not getting that much of great results and he's bleeding money also, he's like, but aggressively is opening the stores.
His goal was more into expansion.
His goal is like to grow, and he want to build the brand, and he want to open a number of locations or kind of like. So when I was like food industry mein, I started watching the videos or promoter videos, like learning from them, and whenever I free I keep on watch the videos of YouTube, like all the promoters and
Okay.
these all people stories and these all things. So this guy is interesting me very much, like sometimes his speech and all like make me sense, like it's not only the money purpose, like I'm just doing and all, something is my passion, and I want to give, because he is the man like introduce the barista coffees to Indian market.
Right.
Seriously. So
they were a benchmark, like they have still been a benchmark. Like today also,
That's right.
if someone tells me, hey, let's catch over, I would just say, if they say coffee, I wouldn't talk about these new Starbucks also. I wouldn't go there, because Starbucks also, वहाँ पे there's this Gen Z crowd around, and they are more into capturing photos. There's no conversation happening. When you go to a coffee day, it's like chill down, have a coffee. And talking about chocolate room, yes, it's a family place, which is what I believe in.
Family, and and it's a because we designed our coffee shop to for every single person, because we were like, I was studied all the coffee cave coffee days and baristas before to launching this chocolate room. So that how in Australia also, after we ruled out the food side or a burger chain or a pizza chain and all, and why I stick on coffee side or barista side and all means because seeing him and all something, then I think let's anyway. And again one side this chocolate room is also name has been connected in our mind,
right?
then it's and again we were thought of we can negotiate with these people and get the cheaper price also, that is also in mind as a master franchise we can take it in India. And it's that all combinations give us the boost to start something chocolate cafe kind of we consider our one is a chocolate cafe,
Right.
where that we can sell in chocolate cafe coffees, hot chocolate, tea, and all these things,
Everything around chocolate.
all hot beverages, cold beverages, and all food items also can, and desserts and all something. So one, we were created our brand from day one and where the person can come from children to till senior citizen should have something in our coffee shop.
So how hard was it to set up the first store? Because see, nowadays if I start a new company, we have agencies. I pay them 5,000 rupees. They'll create a envelope. They'll create stamp. They'll create everything, merchandise, everything branded. I remember those days, everything had to be handpicked, go to different places.
Exactly.
So वो कैसा experience था? How?
Oh my God.
Was it easy? Was it tough?
Oh, very much tough. See, basically we are from Australia.
Huh.
We are very new to Indian market,
Right.
and here mindsets and all is very typical.
Huh.
And some of the things we were started procuring from other country, all the ingredients and all, we were stuck in the customs and all. We were a lot of to create.
So when you say stuck in customs, in the sense, what got stuck?
See, because when you are working culture in Australia since 6-7 years, and you done your first business in Australia, and when you come back to other country, you face lot of
Resistance.
and because we are a persons something rigidness and something shy and all something, and where we are stayed in other countries, and here the people are very aggressive and all
Blunt.
blunt and all then whom to listen, whom not to listen, who to trust, whether that consultancy is saying right or not, whether that one person will say so we need to do medical test, and all this medical test is very much important, whatever you are bringing. If you don't do that and you have to pay that some money and all, and the doctor also we need to pay some money, and who can come test and all you straight away you don't understand, right? To managing the people in India is not that easy. People management is the greatest thing in India, greatest skill required in India to do business, because I would say do business out of countries is very easy than India, that. India business doing is the toughest thing. What I believe, I don't know, that's what my feeling.
Based on your experience.
Yeah, based on my experience. Because to hear your HR is a toughest job. Hiring the right people is a toughest job. Because in India is a multicultural, different languages. People come from different areas, different regions, different mindsets.
Experiences,
Aligning
expectations.
Aligning every single person and to form a team and to do the things, it's not an easy job.
It's every store or every small job itself is a big project in itself.
That's exactly.
You have to make sure everything is perfect at the right time.
That's right.
So for your first store itself, you got your machinery also from Australia.
That's right. Some of them we got from Italy, some machinery, some from Australia, and some ingredients we got from Belgium, and different countries we bought it, because we want to give an extraordinary experience to the our Indian consumers, because you definitely launching some sort of a chocolate related kit means like you need to, as a normal chocolate shouldn't be buy in my shop, like we put like something out imported chocolate selling, because
So this was the first store which was run and operated by you only?
yes, our own.
It was not franchisee.
No.
And what was the roughly investment you had done in that?
I think it's like that time we were like done something roughly more than 1 crore rupee.
That's also a big amount of money for one single coffee shop.
One single coffee shop. It means, I think it's along with like because it cost me my ingredients and the customs, and this is all very
First time
expensive.
because the process were hard to understand.
That's right.
Next time it becomes repetitive. You know how to.
Yeah, and again like so very expensive, and some things like we bought like some more of items also, like we have a vision that we want to scale up and all something like that, and because if you keep on like getting means like you have to pay every time like customs and all.
True.
And
Understood. So sometimes in the same container you order more stuff
that exactly
to
right.
save
That exactly
money and time and everything.
Yes,
So how were the ROI in that first store?
We not even seeing, not in ROI and all anything, like not even never calculate like we invested this much to get the return of invest this much or interest this much, these blah blah, no single day any calculation, seriously.
But that question still comes, right? I mean,
Seriously, I never come across like to this type of questions in our mind. Our mind always says means like we would launch one brand, मास्टर फ्रेंचाइजी एक ब्रांड को हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया से लेके आ रहे, हम एक इधर लॉन्च करना है एक पहला स्टोर, तो आराम से because when you calculate more you won't do a great business, what I believe. Your rigidness or your somethingness or
the resistance keep questioning and everything.
And you, because when you want to do any business दिलदार से करना पड़ता है.
मैं हमेशा लोगों को यही बोलता हूँ कि if you keep thinking and not doing, you'll never achieve anything.
Yes.
First do it.
That's right.
Of course thinking is needed, but do it, initiate the step at least. If you keep thinking, mind में ना तुम कितने बैलेंस शीट बना लोगे,
that's right, your greediness will come out.
Yes.
तो वो कोई जगह में like तो चलो like ये प्रोडक्ट like वो हमारा आजू बाजू टीम मेंबर ने बोलेगा सर मोनिन का नहीं है, माला का ले लो, माला like हमको 100 रुपीज़ लेस में आ रहे एक बॉटल, एंड ऐसा like तो तू you won't give a great quality of your customer. ये तो इंटरेस्ट गिन के like ये ROI कब आएगा गिन के ऐसा थिंकिंग करते जाए तो you never became an entrepreneur. You can't scale up first of all.
So first store did well, the launch बहुत बढ़िया गया, line queue लग गई, सब लग गया. Second onwards you started the franchisee plan?
Yeah, second also like we started our own only. We were like taken one more shop and started interior.
In Ahmedabad only?
In Ahmedabad only.
It becomes easier.
Easier for us. Like then while the last stage of the thing only, that one person came and तो ऐसा like बोल दिया कि like मेरे को ये फ्रेंचाइजी दे दीजिए. तो simultaneously we started like both, like started second store with our own capex, and we were like started like franchising models also launched.
Okay.
And some of the inquiries like has been 1-2 inquiries has been started. So our sales guys was started like one of the Ahmedabad inquiry, then like then he taken to that store which is newly constructed, interior and all is fabulously we done that, he liked very much, and he asked why don't you guys can give this store to me. So then we thought of like okay चलो लेके ले लो.
That would pretty much happen in Gujarat.
Yeah, we were like
गुजरात में यही होता है कि जहाँ opportunity मिला people jump
on like हम वो चीज़ कैसा करा, we were run as a FOCO model basis.
Okay.
Franchisee owned, company operate.
Yeah.
चलो भाई like अभी इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट हुआ like आप हमको पे कर दो, तो हम ही चलाएंगे.
आप ही चलाएंगे.
Operations like हम ही चलाएंगे.
So when you say a FOCO model, if I am a franchisee, I come to you, I'll see less returns comparatively, but my stress goes away. आप टेंशन पूरा आप लोग ले रहे हो.
Exactly. If I'm bleeding also, I'll give fixed amount to you every month, right?
Okay. And if I go for the second model, which is FOFO,
FOFO is completely your take caring. So you franchisee own and franchisee operated.
Okay.
तो उधर का लॉस हो प्रॉफिट हो समथिंग एवरीथिंग इज इन योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी.
सो अगर मेरे पास एक्सपीरियंस है तभी मुझे फोफो मॉडल में जाना चाहिए, और एल्स एवरीवन शुड जनरली गो फॉर फोको बिकॉज द कंपनी हैज नॉलेज एंड एक्सपीरियंस.
That exactly right, but it's like the things like some people are willing to go FOCO, but sometimes like even as a company also we also don't like take FOCOs all the time, and depends on the location, depends on the area, depends on the things. These are a lot of
Dynamics
objectives and all, and some people like they don't agree with like whatever our
Terms and
returns.
conditions,
Like say for example I said like I'll pay this much only per month. They are not satisfied. They think like if I do myself I can earn money. And again satisfaction levels also like you go and like buy the bench car and driving yourself and driving driver like there are a lot of difference, right?
True. But then when you give a franchisee, how hard is it to make sure that the franchisee keeps the reputation or the brand intact?
Yeah,
It's a challenge, right?
Challenge, and it's a great question. It's this big challenge, no doubt. See what happens like the consistency of the quality and all is a challenging job, and luckily we are into this cafe industry, and we are into a chocolate related items. And chocolate is a kind of a product like something is a sweet product, right? And a sweet product like the things of like you melt that a chocolate and like serve to your customer and all, you won't see much of a difference of the quality of your thing. Like for example if you make a biryani or a dal tadka or like something means like definitely you will see immediately the change. For example if is any of dal tadka whatever like if that whatever chef like forget to put namak on your mouth, easily will say that.
We'll instantly see that.
You will
notice.
initiate like you notice immediately. But when it comes into chocolate is a kind of a product.
It's a safer recipe, you mean to say.
That's right. Yeah, very much safer recipe. So today in franchising route, we scale up this many branches across pan India. So this is the only secret. The chocolate is a kind of a product. And again like the chocolate.
But then how do you treat, now that we are in 2024, 2025, people are going vegan, people are having a lot of sugar issues. So how do people perceive the new franchisees or someone who's looking to start that business, or even the current franchisees? Don't they feel like people are coming less, or people are showing we want what do they call that sugar alternative? I also use it once in a while, the drops,
sugar free drops.
Or
see, I'll ask you the question. Since you are also been to out of countries, you also barista coffees and all. Are you stopped today like the drinking tea?
The consumption? No, we don't.
Still you drink tea, right?
Yeah.
Tea is a first hot beverage of India, like
right.
from, since like more than a 44 decades back, 5 decades back. So even though you go out of country, like so you go for corporate meetings or something, this type of meetings, like you order like cappuccino or whatever, something like that. But you drink continuously cappuccino only every day.
Right.
Tea to bhi pita hai na?
Pita hai, haan.
So like that, vegan, you become a vegan, or like something like
sugar
that.
free, haan.
Sugar free, whatever you take it. But entire whole 30 days of your month, like you don't eat any sweet.
We do eat. I mean, Gujaratis, we eat daily. I mean, we are a different breed altogether. It's a casual question because, many people keep saying that, कि sugar, ये सब कम करना चाहिए.
बातों में बोलता है, like, this is all, like, see, end of the day, like, तो I became a vegan right now. That is all, like, yes, you are right. So, but definitely, on any occasion, or suddenly you went with your family only, maybe for your kids' purpose you been to any desert place or something, so maybe you definitely taste, definitely eat.
Satisfaction comes from a real good chocolate ice cream
अरे
only.
चलो 28 डेज में तो वेगन बन गया यार. अभी तो आज तो एक तो काले क्या होता है इसमें.
मैं तो हमेशा अपने फ्रेंड्स को यही बात बोलता हूँ. when they say जैगरी वाली जलेबी, I say please I'll walk 2 kilometers more but I'll not touch that jaggery jalebi. I want the original jalebi which is having that beautiful color, golden color. Same way when it comes to chocolate also, I always enjoy the real desserts.
Chocolate is a kind of a product, even to vegan ho or like no, you are like a नॉन स्वीट गए हो और कुछ भी हो ना, एक लाइक नो मेरा बर्थडे भाई लाइक ने एक चॉकलेट पीस खाया मतलब तू ना बोलता है.
नहीं बोलते. सब कुछ मीठे से ही शुरुआत होता है.
दैट्स राइट. दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस चॉकलेट.
बट बाय डिफॉल्ट द चॉकलेट इज नॉट स्वीट. इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ द sugar which is added, right?
See, seriously, if you talk about like the chocolate is a big subject. The what we are consuming of like the dairy milk and all these things is a too sweety and all
Too
something
sweety,
like that. It's a percentage of cocoa is I could say 5% on that.
Wow.
That's it. Like otherwise like if it's a good quality of cocoa बना के like हमको 1 रुपए में 10 रुपए में कैसा बेच सकते हैं?
कैसे बेचेगा?
तो original quality of the chocolate cocoa percentages will be 92, 96, 98% of cocoa will be there. That's a pure dark chocolate.
So where do you procure it from?
We procure from Belgium.
From Belgium.
Yeah.
So have you
Italy.
been to the
All these
sources?
countries. Yeah. We personally went to Belgium.
So how was the experience? Did you go to the plantations?
Yes.
Like
Cocoa
the raw
plantations
cocoa
and all also like even not even cocoa plantations I was not seen in other countries. Cocoa plantations we saw in our country only. Our country is the biggest like cocoa industry thing. You know that?
Are you talking about India?
Yes. India is a big consume market of cocoa plantations and especially South
Where is
India
that
is
happening?
the Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh.
Wow.
These are the 3 major states is a big source of crop of cocoa, you know.
Aren't these all companies missing out the marketing message? Because when we go to international places, I was just looking at a Europe tour and they were saying when you go to Switzerland, there's a chocolate factory, you can go and experience a chocolate factory.
That's right.
Manika, when you are telling me this new fact which I just learned, India is manufacturing so much cocoa.
Definitely. Today Dairy Milk is making everything in Sri City like Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
And like larger like cocoa plantation से like consume कर रहे वो this like dairy milk वाला Mandalis or something इसका brand वो company का नाम. They are the huge cocoa हमारे इंडिया का.
So we are perfect in terms of weather and all the requirements.
Perfect. And only because big only in South India.
Okay.
We don't have any the cocoa crops in any other part of India. South India is a big market for cocoa crop.
So we are manufacturing it and we are also consuming it.
Exactly. See, so far India not gone into the manufacturing that much of full-fledged kind of like that, right? Seriously, like today in India is depending on 60 plus items. Percentage of all items are depending on other countries only.
Right.
It's like after this Modi came only, this make in India is like little fast up and all. Otherwise, like used to be like crackers also you get from other countries, China
countries.
and all something like that.
True.
And brush also you get from China, like morning like whatever like your commode also get from China, like everything is come from China.
I have seen the first hand experience because I have been into the world of technology. I have been to all the Oppo, Vivo, Samsung factories like Korea, China, Taiwan, Asus. I have been to all these factories and now I have been to Sri City. When you mentioned Sri City, I have been to Xiaomi's MI जो brand है उनके TV factory and everything.
There, actually.
When Chandrababu Naidu ji had done the factory opening and everything, I didn't know Sri City was also manufacturing
Sri City is a big
ecosystem
of Chandrababu Naidu was done one kind of a easy to business kind of a structure he created. And Sri City means a lot of people thinks like as only mobile companies only there.
That's what I know.
No. There are other industries also, other like things also there in that Sri City.
Okay.
It's a one zone like he created one business corridor.
Okay. But how do you see Chandrababu Naidu right now, like the progress? Because I am not attached with anyone who is from Andhra side, and since you are from Vijayawada, and how do you perceive like things?
You are today in Kokapet means because of Chandrababu Naidu.
How do you credit Kokapet to Chandrababu Naidu? Isn't that to KCR? Because Till Cyber Towers, I credited Chandrababu Naidu. I saw his vision of Singapore in
See, because
Hyderabad.
like, see, for example, like, I started Chocolate Room 2007. Seriously, like, तो I was done, like, एक स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट कर दिया, एक ऑटो पायलट बन गया, अभी आपके साथ बैठ के आराम से बात कर रहे हैं, तो थिंग्स तो चलते जा रहे ना. मैं आज लाइक माइंड अप्लाई करूँ ना, स्ट्रैटेजीज करो ना करो, और लाइक तो कुछ 1 रुपये भी नहीं लेके आए तो भी लाइक तो चलते जाता है.
राइट.
तो अभी लाइक तो मैं क्या करना है, एक कोई चीज़ ऑटो पायलट में होने का बाद तो कुछ करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. अपने आप लाइक तो अभी लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक तो अरे चॉकलेट रूम अभी एस्टेब्लिश ब्रांड है, एक इन्वेस्टर आ जाएगा, पैसा दे देगा, फ्रेंचाइजी लेगा, तो ऐसा सेम सिटी का भी क्या है, एक स्टेबलाइज होने का बाद, इकोसिस्टम बनने के बाद वो ऐसा लाइक तभी वो बढ़ गया, काजागोड़ा बढ़ गया, मणिकोंडा बढ़ गया, अभी नेक्स्ट किधर जाना है, तल्लापुर जाना है, कोकापेट जाना है, और आगे क्या है, तो अभी बिल्डर्स आता है, वो बिल्डर्स आके लेकिन तो लैंड पुलिंग करता है, लेकिन वो करते जाता है, उसमें लाइक गवर्नमेंट का क्या लेना देना. गवर्नमेंट इनफैक्ट लेकिन तो पैसा कमाता है इसके साथ.
Of course. Every time we buy and sell, government makes more
That's
money.
right, because they get the GST, they get all these things and all, something like that. So, who started from since like day one, who were like core created when there is nothing in that type of in the market. Like for example, why we are talking about Siddharth, आज भी why we are talking about him. इतना साल हो गया लाइक मर के भी, बट आज लाइक लाइफ लॉन्ग ये रिमेंबर होता है सबका माइंड पे वो बंदा. वाई? बिकॉज एक कॉफ़ी का इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया पहली बंदा, बरिस्ता कॉफ़ी को हमको इंडिया को इंट्रोड्यूस करा, एक ब्रांड क्रिएट करके दिखा दिया, एंटरप्रेन्योर जोन का स्टार्टिंग का तरीका दिखा दिया इंडियन मार्केट को. अभी ये स्विगी जोमैटो एंड ऑल अभी रिसेंटली आया. ये तो कब का आया भाई साहब ने, वही टाइम पे लाइक गट्स दिखाया है भाई साहब.
अभी तो नया
एंड कंपेयर टू दिस स्विगी जोमैटो, तो ये तो दिस इज कैपेक्स इनटू इंडस्ट्री. ये एक रिटेल शॉप बनना इतना इजी नहीं है. एंड रिटेल इज इन इंडियन मार्केट इज अ वेरी रिस्की.
ट्रू.
एंड इवन लाइक ही नेवर फेल्ट दैट risky, and he keep on opening and shown in Indian market में 1557 stores. Imagine in Starbucks was stuck shocked. What is happening in India, because they came very later stage, right? Because they were entered into Malaysia, Singapore, neighboring countries, Dubai, even China, Korea, everywhere they entered in the year of 19th only. Why they entered later in 2012? Anybody has any answer? Because they were studied Starbucks entire market of India. India is not a matured country. India don't have that much of barista lovers and all, and we'll definitely lose the market. And because they were already suffered in few of the advanced countries, they were suffered.
But that suffering data might not be real, and that's what Coffee Day proved them wrong also.
That is right. Exactly. That is how then one later stage Starbucks came and met this guy. And Starbucks offered him when the situation come out, right, a lot of debts and all, that time Coffee Day was willing to buy his brand. But this fellow was as a passionate person, right, he's not willing to that person.
Okay, he didn't agree to sell it
because he's a pure Indian heart. He's not a money minded guy. Pure Indian entrepreneur, made in India का kind of mindset guy.
तो वो अपना ब्रांड नहीं बेचा. And he's also a publicly listed company. That's and right. It has been a big inspiration. I can
definitely
notice.
That is though. Then the deal was not happened with them, and Starbucks now started again research on Indian market. Then they collaborated with Tata Consultancy, Tata guys, and then they were started in the year of 2012 in Indian market.
That's
because they were little downfall of Café Coffee Day. They saw, then they entered in the market. So, if they were not downfall that time, if Café Coffee Day, Starbucks never entered into India.
Could have never entered because these guys would.
Why? Seriously, if I'm an Indian, why should I have to give the price to the Americans, man? What, like, they are like, more smarter than me or what? Only the thing is, we don't have an opportunity here, that's it. They are not as smarters at all compared to Indians. Why we are going? For money purpose?
Right.
And end of the day, today all CEOs are our Indians only.
True.
And why wealth creation we are giving to other country?
True.
Our intelligence we supposed to use for in our India.
So that's interesting. And by the way, how many stores do you run right now?
We are doing running some more than 200 stores.
200 plus stores, pan India. Like, so now we are planning to go international anytime.
We already been to international as well. We
Okay.
sold an international franchise, also master franchise. We recently sold to Kenya master franchisee.
I hope it's not in Australia.
Sorry?
I hope it's not in Australia.
No.
You took from them and again you gave it back to them.
No. It's not good. And we are know what our target customer, and I think it's like where we created. Even though if it's an Australian brand, like technically, the more development and more growth and brand was created in Indian market.
I honestly, before I met you, I never knew it was a part of Australia or anything. I always felt it's an Indian brand. I mean, I didn't see any inspiration, like no kangaroos around or no kangaroo graphics around or no mention like it's like a international brand. Not like, it's a franchisee of some other company.
Yeah,
I felt it was like a made in India company because the aesthetics, the way the team speaks. I have been to multiple stores all over Hyderabad.
Yeah, it's the DNA is India only.
Yes.
Seriously, if we talk about. But born in, for example, if your kid, you are an American citizen, your son born in USA, and you brought him in after 3 months only to India, and since 3 months onwards staying in India.
He's an Indian.
So obviously, what do you call it? But his passport is Australian.
That's a namesake passport, but technically he's Indian by heart.
That's right. Like that is my brand is,
So what is next? Like,
is the next, yes, I think it's during COVID was very tough means you won't amaze we never thought of this type of things also can happen in retail industry, and not only in India, right? It's globally. And we are into a retail industry, and it was shut 3 months, more than 3 months, completely door shut and all something.
never imagined in life
Never
this would
imagined
happen.
also. As we are purely in retail industry, so then definitely your incomes and all will come when the consumer entered into my shop. Then only my current accounts keep on ringer.
True.
So then if you not open the shops, is where you get the money. It's a zero income, seriously.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, government also 2 days before only they said you should be shut. So they were they didn't give much time also.
Right.
And every single stuffs are lying inside. All ingredients was lying inside. Cakes,
And these
everything
all
is,
have lifetime, limited
limited
time.
life, shelf life and all, right?
Right.
So every shop after 3 months of first phase, to reopen every store, how much of money we again reinvested? Because that entire ingredient you have to throw.
Scratch.
And when 3 months, if you are not store opening, means there are lot of rabbits and these cockroaches, these lot of things.
So complete cleanup is needed.
Complete. What? Every store took us 3 to 4 days to clean up.
Wow.
First phase is very worst. Because what happened, we didn't got the time, and their government said, suddenly you close. And even our freezers was lying, and freezers is on, because even we closed the store, but freezers should on all the time.
Yeah.
And freezers that time to freezers also on, and inside all the these perishable items, everything is inside and all something like that. And it's freezers is gone. It was repaired, and some of them thrown away, and we purchased new ones. But these all who will give money? Is government will give money?
No. Even the landowners will also
Land
not
also
leave
not gonna
will
give
not
money.
leave the rent also.
they were said ke like max to max some people was given a 50% like
discount.
discount, some people not even given also, and some people said ke you already earned money, right? From that savings you pay.
Past profits.
Yeah, it was like, and that too we were like almost like we were present in 24 states.
Wow.
And almost like 63 cities.
So you and your partner still actively work together?
That 100%.
And so now all of these guys will call you back saying ki, sir, this has happened, COVID has happened, how do I...
That's right. Even all franchises also, they are in dark place. And their mind is struck like, they are also calling us only end of the day what to do. And because like, the landlords and all, and we were like, personally calling every single landlord of every single state and explain them and motivated these franchisees and like this is a temporary transaction, like don't worry and we'll definitely help you out and all, something like
will
that.
happen.
Otherwise like they are very small people and they will like so we want to close it and I want to give up.
People take money on finance.
That's right.
Because which is why my initially question came up, like what is the return on capital, 18 months, 24 months, if they are doing that calculation and they start a store and if something like this happens,
Yes, and you are going back, right?
yeah, you're not going further, you're going back.
That's right. Some people will be there like that also. Calculated mind and all. And we are across India wide, like Marwadi, Gujarati, Punjabi, like we felt like every single person.
I mean, Gujaratis or Marwadis or the people from business community might slightly understand or might be able to figure out the finances somehow.
That's right.
People who are from service jobs, it will be very tough for them. They can't.
Because they
can't refinance.
Their mind is not that
Prepared for these
prepared, and they're not that much of visionary. They're not that broad-minded. That is very tough. Like
they're running on a limited budget. They don't have circles who will give you them money. Like today you'll tell, अरे फ्रिज खराब हो गया, 2 लाख रुपए आपको ही देना पड़ेगा, आपके पास शॉर्ट ट्रिप हुआ है. Normal business oriented person would be like, okay, I'll call someone, I'll get the money. Someone who is running on limited funds, it will be very hard.
Yeah, 100%. You are absolutely right. We were faced with like sleepless nights, seriously.
So after
sleepless nights in the during
2007 you started Chocolate Room.
That's right.
13 years later you saw this big bomb, or 13 years later. Till that time it was all smooth with
Very
small, what do you say, day-to-day challenges.
Yeah, that's so very nominal.
That's a normal thing.
It won't come to my head also, like
And 13 years later this happened. Did you think about taking a break, taking a closing of some of the stores which are not operational?
Yeah. We were first phase, we are not taken that decision. We were like very much controlled and without gave up, and we were like thought of is at least some time after it will open. That is what our gut feeling and all. Few months after, like we opened, then again second phase of thing, right? That was the massive. Second phase also again, na Corona.
Yeah, I mean, I remember 3 phases.
Yeah.
But how did the second phase hit you? Like when first was tough, second was more like a repeated process, right?
A repeated process, but the thing is, the closure was happened that time. We couldn't manage our franchises. Franchises, like we were motivated. We told on first phase and all, somehow some carried. When the second phase, like what is left to motivate them? They're small guys.
We are already on a brink of ourselves getting in a tough zone. और कितना मोटिवेट करेंगे भाई, प्लीज और
ऑलरेडी
करो.
वो सब डेट ट्रैप में चला गया. एवरीथिंग लाइक तो लोन्स लाइक पे नहीं कर रहे, एंड लैंडलॉर्ड्स का लाइक बाकी है, स्टाफ का भी सैलरीज बाकी है, एंड अगेन सेकंड फेज आके अगेन लाइक और कितना टाइम लाइक वो क्लोज होगा ओपन होगा, तो वो भी कंफ्यूजन स्टेज था. वो टाइम भी 3 months क्लोज था सेकंड फेज में भी, एंड कितना डेट पाइलअप होते जाएगा.
Once you enter a debt cycle itself, it's tougher unless you start clearing it.
That's right.
And I learned that FMCG business is the most lucrative business because of the huge liquidity. But if that liquidity stops, everything stops.
That's right. Business में, that is where like the caring of liquidity is more important. At least like तुम 1 week का liquidity or 1 month का liquidity, अभी मैं लाइक तो 1 year का बाद क्या होता है, आई डोंट थिंक. अभी नेक्स्ट मंथ का क्या हो रहा है वो देखना है मैं.
Is it because the world has become so dynamic?
That's it.
So, let me ask you an interesting question. Like, how is the revenue model for chocolate room? So, if I want to start one today, just to understand and motivate the youngsters, is it viable to start one? And what is the minimum budget I should look at? Like,
See, to start any of the chocolate cafe and all, like minimum, definitely you need to go for 50 to 60 lakh rupees of the budget.
to 6 lakh.
Because this now people experience expectation has been increased.
Yes.
So now the people are not ready to sit in a small places or something like that. And whereas like chocolate is a kind of a product like you can experience only. While you come my store, there you can have like the chocolate sizzling of a something
A hot meal is better compared to
you can't like
Swiggy
enjoy
experience.
Swiggy and Zomato
Yeah.
delivery mein. So then like that it's like required a decent place, at least something 1300 to 1400 or 1500 square feet of the place.
So the initial 800 to 1000 square feet requirement has now also gone up to bigger,
That's exactly.
a bigger experience zone.
That's right. We increase some 20 to 25% of the. We are only recommending to our franchisees to take bigger place. So that is how like we were now starting like lounges kind of a style. So that's how we started our Hyderabad like high tech city is a big launch like the 3500 square feet that place is.
Okay.
100 seating capacity.
Wow.
Coffee shops never would do that 100 seating capacities and all like that. Coffee shops means like decade back like it's just like 4 or 5 chairs or 4 or 5 tables like put some barista coffee machine like run as a coffee shop kind of like that.
No. So I as you rightly said, people's expectations have gone up, and I can connect to that because the area where I live in Kokapet, here when I saw restaurants coming up with 8,000 square feet space, I felt like these guys are doing bigger restaurants and everything, and now I have myself leased to someone who has taken 30,000 square feet for a restaurant.
Understood.
So everyone is going bigger and bigger.
Definitely.
And
So that's like I think it's because India growth story is very good now, and disposable incomes are increasing day by day, and people are not worrying about like to spend money to go to the big restaurants, and because it's if you open a big size of a stores and all, you will your revenue streams also good, your ticket sizes will be good.
you spend a good amount of time in
Good amount of time, and then when you spend good amount of time, my ticket sizes will automatically increases, right? That is what is as a restaurant owner required.
So you have been you have spent a good amount of time in Australia. You have seen how people live there, or even in the West. They don't focus on assets. They focus on living a good quality
That's
life.
perfect.
Living in the present.
Exactly.
They live on pay to pay date, मतलब month to month जो income आता है उसमें से थोड़ा save करो, but majority is spent
That's
out.
exactly. By Friday night, like it will be washed out everything, or Saturday or max.
But I also noticed a lot of new, not lot, but a good percentage of people I notice on the social media that they are also doing the same thing. Like they make X amount of money, 0.9x of that money is spent in the month end itself. They'll just go and buy a costly iPhone
That's right.
because they want to live in the current world rather than thinking about the future.
That's right.
So do you think that's a wrong trend? Good for business, I understand, but
Yes, one side is, but when it comes into Indian consumer part of thing, still like that kind of a structure is 100% is not came. It's not like because in Australia and America like why? Because Australia and other advanced countries they are doing means because they are get like over their government supports, because something health issues comes like you have a free medical, free like they'll give some sort of a youth.
they are not on their own.
That's
Here we are on our own.
Here we need to. That is where the people are talking in India like that in India is also like people are doing like this and all something, but I am not sure about is they are doing 100% is like this. Definitely our Indian mindset, your DNA is there like this saving, As a human of your Indian, your DNA says like little saving.
Savings is the most
Savings
important
is
priority.
like most priority. That saving percentage has been come down now.
Yes.
When our fathers or forefathers time, that saving, whatever their earning of 100%, they were 90% went into the savings.
Right.
They were spend only 10%. And gradually generation changes. It's became like 30, 40, like now maybe 70-20, like the 75-25 or 80-20, maybe spending of 70.
Majority is being spent.
Majority spending. So if you don't spend, like your economics growth won't come in Indian market.
Liquidity is needed in the market.
Won't come, and like me can't spend create this type of brands in Indian market.
No, definitely. That definitely completely makes sense. So I have a question. Like, what are the most valuable lessons you have learned as an entrepreneur? And if someone is starting something today, what would you suggest to them?
Be focused, and before starting something, to take more clarity on it. And some influence basis, you started some business, and then give a middle drop. Don't do like that. If you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to start something, which industry you want to choose, where to go, what to do, and think twice, then you can enter. It's like when your mindset is saying, I'm not that capable. My instances are saying that, I couldn't do it. Listen what you are saying, what your mind is saying. Don't listen others.
Don't get distracted with
Don't
others.
distracted or influenced with others.
True.
Then if you start what your mind is saying and focusedly you start, I don't see any failures.
True. So I would
Without
like to
give up.
Definitely. So don't give up is the
Don't
primary-
give up is the ultimate success formula.
So before we end today's discussion, it has been a very interesting discussion. I'll end towards an area which fascinates me a lot, which I am slightly connected to, and I am from Hyderabad. I am a Gujarati, but I call myself a Telugu guy almost.
Great, man.
Except that I don't have a Telugu accent. It's a Telangana Telugu accent, so I don't want to speak and get negative comments. You have been into real estate.
That's right.
So what are your thoughts? Why real estate? Why not stock market?
See, stock market and all, as I'm giving here my personal view and all, something like that, because my father lost too much money on the stock market side. That is where one bad experience back I was mentioned you on my previous conversation and all. So that is where because the stock market, what I believe is you require a lot of subject.
Yeah.
And you have a very decent educated, and you are a great analyzer, assessments. You need to study properly about the company, then only you have to invest on the stocks. Now the things are happening right now. In right now, current last 3 to 4 years only. That's where your demat accounts has been increased and all something.
But that's in bullish market, anything sells.
But when it
right now,
that's right, yeah. But in a three to 4 decades back, you completely depending on your others. Your
someone suggested
you, then you betting on that.
Yeah.
And that consultant or whatever, trade stock brokers, I don't know what you call.
Yeah.
Really.
Financial advisor.
Financial advisor or stock broker, whatever, that they'll tell, अरे ये तो इसमें लगा दो, तो आपको अच्छा आएगा.
अच्छा return आएगा, profit होगा.
I felt मेरा dad ने ऐसा डूब गया लग रहा. He didn't put his brain. He didn't know anything.
He went with someone's suggestion.
लोग ने बोला आप इधर लगाओ आपको पैसा मिलेगा, ये लगा दिया, डूब गया. So that is where what I feel is because if I don't know anything on the subject, why should I have to be invest on that? If I know very well, then you invest more deeply. If you know,
without knowledge, don't
do that. When it comes into your question, real estate is what? It's a kind of a buying asset.
Okay.
what I feel is that one.
Hmm.
I'm not doing any trading or kind of like that. I am not talking about trading business or anything. Today,
Buying a piece of
buying
land.
piece of land, buying piece of anything, whatever you call is like, investing on real estate called what?
Yeah.
The people call like, where you are parking your money.
Right.
I'm parking in real estate, I'm parking in the gold, I'm parking in somewhere or kind of like that. Parking on real estate means what? Like, buying a lands, buying a houses, buying so and so, like, something XYZ. So here, like, because India is a growing country. And like, one fine day, like, something in a 30-40 years after, like, India में like, तो लैंड स्केर्सिटी भी आने का चांसेस बहुत है. इतना पॉपुलेशन है. एंड वन ऑफ द टॉप 5 का पावरफुल कंट्रीज में होने वाला. भर के दुनिया लोग इधर आएगा हमारा सर्विसेज यूज़ करने वाला. बिकॉज दूसरा जगह में ना लाइक आजकल लाइक तो न्यू बर्थ का नहीं हो रहा. आप यू मेंशन भी
जापान एंड
फ्यू ऑफ द कंट्रीज इधर भर के लोग आते जा रहे हैं. तो
लैंड स्केर्सिटी इज व्हाट यू सी.
स्केर्सिटी लाइक बहुत देखता है लाइक बिकॉज अभी लाइक क्या है गरीब का लाइक स्टिल यू हैव ए 41% टू मोर देन 50% इन इंडिया. ये लोग अभी लाइक बढ़ते जाएगा, इसकी पैसा कमाते जाएगा. अल्टीमेटली इंडियन कंज्यूमर का लाइक अल्टीमेट गेम क्या है कि लाइक आई वांट टू घर बनाए. आप तो किधर भी कोई लाइक रिक्शा वाला का पूछ लो लाइक ना कुछ ऑटो वाला का पूछ लो, आपकी ड्रीम क्या है मतलब मेरा को एक घर खरीद करना है.
I tell this line to everyone. I say, people tell me, what should I do in my career? मैं बोलता हूँ, get into real estate. He says, why? End goal वही रहेगा.
Exactly.
You want to buy a real estate. You'll do a job. You'll do a business. You'll do anything. End goal क्या है? आपको घर खरीदना है. तो पहले से फोकस करो घर खरीदने के ऊपर ही.
Perfect.
Get into a business of real estate. I mean, just suggesting to the new generation when they have no other idea. I say get into real estate. Maybe you'll end up buying it in 10 years instead of 30 years timeline because you'll have more knowledge, more experience, more contacts, good negotiation.
But it's like every time generation. The changes of your objectives and your desires and your things and all. But for example, like now wherein I am stage, my objective is not like girl. My objective is something else.
Okay.
Because like to make one buy one house and buy one car, you are settled and success, your story finish.
No, it should be bigger than that.
What is on it? That is not the end of your objective or your desire or your vision, right? Today's market, like the lenders come into the market, number of banks came into the market. Buying a house do you think is hardest part?
Not really.
How many people are buying home with their complete savings amount? How much percentage you tell me? To buying today in Kokapet of 3 crores property, are you really buying from your 3 crores of your savings amount? As per my opinion, to घर खरीद करना है तो तुम्हारा सेविंग से खरीद करना है. You never lend anyone rupee.
He's laughing because that's what I keep telling everyone कि बॉस आप अपनी ज़िंदगी में 20 साल काम करने के बाद घर खरीदते हो फिर 20 साल का डेट लेते हो.
That's right.
What is the mistake?
What is the achievement of that?
Nothing out of it.
हाँ, तो 20 साल तो EMI भरते जा रहे तो
जब तक EMI खत्म होगा घर की वैल्यू खत्म हो जाएगी.
वो तो वैल्यू तो गिरेगा लेकिन जाएगा तो who will give the guarantee? तो अभी तुम्हारा पैसा से खरीद करो, गिरो ना गिरो लेकिन whatever like end of the day you are not paying any EMI, you are not in a debt or anything. एक मेरा end of the day मेरा एक खुद का एक घर है. तो आज लेकिन तो फॉर एग्जांपल तो कल का गारंटी कोई दे सकता है?
कोई नहीं दे सकता.
हाँ, तो चल कल मैं चला गया, मेरा दूसरा जनरेशन को मैं क्या दे रहे? डेट दे रहे.
There is no point of doing that.
That's right.
Rather live free. I mean, that's what I think the new Gen Z is actually doing it rightly to some extent. This is one area I like about them. They are not taking much stress. They are living in the current moment.
That's right.
Rents have increased, I agree.
No problem. Let them take in rent and 1 lakh में ले लो.
ले लो, rent पे ले लो.
रेंट पे ले लो, रेंट में रहे हो अच्छी तरह.
3 करोड़ का फ्लैट खरीदने के लिए 3 लाख का EMI देना है.
That's right.
उससे अच्छा what they are doing is they are putting 2 lakhs in stock market or wherever they can
Exactly,
invest. They are enjoying the life.
perfect. That's the
And
right.
That's the
Perfect. Gen Z is doing what is right, and that is the reason. तो the keep on generations में हम learn करना पड़ता है, हम भी सीखना पड़ता है, हम भी change करना पड़ता है.
transforming our own thought
Transforming
process.
into the new ideology. हम मैं मेरा फादर ने बोला, मैं लाइक नो मेरा ड्रीम है काली गाड़ी खरीद करना.
Doesn't work.
डजंट वर्क्स लाइक नो ऑन ए न्यू जनरेशन्स में. अभी न्यू जनरेशन में लाइक नो द पीपल हेड दे आर थिंकिंग, देयर ब्रेन इज लाइक नो वर्किंग फास्टर दैन 10 times ऑफ अस. एंड इसकी आइडियालजी, इसका द वी शुड टॉक अबाउट लाइक नो देयर strategies, extreme strategy, you don't even understand. My God, ऐसा भी think कर सकता है.
No, the way the new age technologies are being implemented, used by the kids are amazing.
That's okay.
But again, so you don't believe in what do you call debt, but what about assets? Like you believe buying lands, commercial properties, residential, because you are into your own chocolate room facilities. So
That's what like we more of a commercial, that's in a way like we can buy and use for our office purposes and our store purposes, and we can make our own rentals. Rather like whether the rental guy will, because during rental also a lot of people suffered in the COVID time.
Right.
Because the third party guy will give or not or something. But when you are as an entrepreneur doing your business and the purpose of your own, you make your rental income, and you can create your rental incomes also.
Right.
That one type of assets buying. And another part of assets like is a land and all. It's like purely you buy land, nobody gives for loans or anything. Purely your hardcore money, you buy the lands.
Your savings are parked there.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty which only a bootstrap businessman can do. Bootstrap founders can do. Not those guys who get money from investors. उनको वो स्कोप नहीं रहता है. आपने खुद बनाया, आपने साल में इतना पैसा बचाया. इफ़ यू कैन बाई अ स्मॉल पीस ऑफ लैंड, यू कैन बाई विद दैट. You can't get a loan on that. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, loan वो normally like land पे तो banks को तो loan नहीं देता ना.
हाँ, but when you said you have to do a lot of research when you're buying a stock, land में भी तो करना पड़ता है, उसमें भी कब्जा होता है.
तो obviously, तो that is where like because that time like because my when I brought my father back to his job, प्योरली उसको मेरा ऑफिस में बिठा के वो कंसल्टेंसी में कितना काम होता है. देन आफ्टर लाइक मेरा फादर को प्योरली उसका मैं ऐसा बोल दिया, बिकॉज मैं आई केम फ्रॉम वेरी स्क्रैच लेवल लाइक विच अ वेरी पुअर स्टेटस लाइक व्हाट आई फेल्ट लाइक आई थिंक इज हाउ वी कैन बिकेम ए रिच एंड मेंटेनिंग ए रिच लेवल टिल यू डाई. बिजनेसेस एंड ऑल इज ए टेम्पररी.
लाइफ में रिच बनने से ज़्यादा हार्ड है वो
कंटिन्यू
उसको होल्ड करना
इज द टफेस्ट.
होल्डिंग दैट लेवल,
दैट्स राइट,
दैट इज वेरी हार्ड.
तुम्हारा इंजन बंद हो गया, पैसा किधर से आएगा?
इतना भाग के हम यहाँ पहुंचे हैं. अब भाग नहीं सकते हैं.
That's right.
बट यहाँ से इसको होल्ड करना बहुत टफ है.
Yeah.
इस लेवल को,
ये लेवल को, ये रिचनेस को लेवल करके अंटिल यू डाई कंसिस्टेंसी तो मेंटेन करना है, तो इट्स अ वेरी हार्डेस्ट जॉब. इट्स नॉट इजी.
सो हाउ डू यू?
So then I thought of, I told my dad, मैं until my live in this earth मैं रिच तो ही होना. मैं मरना है तो रिच ही तरह मरना.
There's no factor of going back from
No
here.
way.
I'll try hard but I'll not give up.
So then I said to my dad ke dad land is the safest thing for us
Right.
because land is the greatest appreciation.
Yes.
One fine day ना कुछ one fine day 50s की बात 60s की बात मेरा इंजन शट हो गया, मैं जनरेशन नहीं हो पा रहा, मेरा बिजनेस डूब गया, कुछ भी हुआ तो बट मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल डाउन नहीं होता.
No, definitely land gives you the kind of appreciation which no other
Appreciation.
generally asset class gives.
End of the day, like that confidence is the most important thing. When you lose your confidence, and things will go badly. You won't do anything. Your mind won't work.
Right.
तो दैट इज़ वेयर लाइक आज लेकिन तो अब मैं हैदराबाद में मेरे को 7 करोड़ का अपार्टमेंट है, बट कल उठ के 20 साल के बाद वो 7 करोड़ आएगा मेरे हाथ में, 5 करोड़ आएगा, यू हैव एनी गारंटी?
Not really.
बिकॉज डिप्रिसिएशन का चीज़ है. अपार्टमेंट इज ए डिप्रिसिएशन.
True. I put it in a different way. I say when you buy land in acres, it becomes yards and yards become square feet.
That's right.
When you buy an apartment, you are buying the end product. उसके बाद कुछ बचा
कुछ
नहीं है.
बचा नहीं है,
Scope
yes.
नहीं बचा है.
No scope.
So I keep telling all my friends
That's right.
कि guys, if you are saving some money, wait for another few years. Don't go for EMI. Keep adding up that money.
Perfect.
Buy a piece of land.
Perfect.
Trust me, it will look slow.
Yes.
And these guys all go for rental returns. मतलब कुछ नहीं आता है भाई rental में.
रिटर्न कितना 3 to 4%.
I know net post
उसका
tax.
ऊपर लाइक तो 8% का EMI का लोन का पे कर रहे.
हाँ.
If you put it in the paper all things, you end of the day you won't get anything.
You'll actually end up losing, but they'll just feel कि 20 years के बाद मुझे रेंट आएगा. भाई 20 years के बाद बिल्डिंग खत्म होगा, पानी लीकेज.
अरे 15 साल के बाद लोग तुमको लोन पे नहीं लेता.
हाँ.
वो लोग लाइक वो एक अपार्टमेंट को मैक्सिमम वैलिडिटी इज 15 ईयर्स. 15 ईयर्स का बाद वो 15 ईयर्स ओल्ड बिल्डिंग है तो मैं आपका अपार्टमेंट में खरीद करना है तो मेरे को लोन नहीं दे देगा गवर्नमेंट. बैंक
नहीं देगा.
बिकॉज अपार्टमेंट लाइफ इज ओनली 15 ईयर्स. 15 का ऊपर चला गया मैं तो उसका चल गया.
खत्म है.
हाँ खत्म.
सो बेटर टू इफ कंजम्पशन के लिए लेना है तो ले लो और वो भी 15 साल के पहले निकल जाओ.
दैट्स इट. दैट इज ऑलवेज आई डू द सेम थिंग.
यू डोंट स्टे एट वन प्लेस.
नॉट एट ऑल. 10 मैक्स मेरा लिमिट. 10 साल 10 का ऊपर निकल जाओ. सोल्ड टू प्रॉपर्टी.
very interesting thought process. But it was fun speaking to you openly. आपने I would say one of the or this is the only podcast till now period where I have been through a lot of your tough stories, heard your tough stories, and लोगों को पास ये perception दिखता है कि you know this guy has X number of stores, he's running, life मस्त है, life में क्या खुशी है, पूरा दिन चॉकलेट ही खाते हैं ये.
मेरा देखने में अच्छा लगता है. ये मिरर का बैक साइड लाइक एक स्टोन थ्रो करे तो मिरर 2 मिनट में ब्रोक हो जाता है.
So behind every success there is a lot of challenges and
definitely,
tough efforts and everything.
Definitely. I am a very happy man that I saw the up, down, worst. What else you required in the life?
And you bounced back from that COVID times to again normalized life.
That's right. Perfect. Yeah. That is.
So what are your plans for IPO?
Yeah, we are working on it. Definitely. Ultimate is everyone goal is ultimately that only, right?
So you don't invest in other stocks, but you want us to invest in stocks?
But it's like now I started learning from since 2 years. Just like in the
Man,
COVID.
you're too genuine, man. That's sad. Because if someone else would have been there, he would have just told, no, I don't invest in stocks, but I want others to be a part of my journey or opportunity. थोड़ा ये सीखना पड़ेगा. Because trust me, ये जो stocks बेचना होता है ना, these guys actually create a lot of stories.
Okay.
That's the way to, unfortunately, that's the way to go. But all the businessmen who have been genuine in their business, growth उनको ही मिलता है eventually. It's a life of karma cycle and everything.
I believe that thing. I believe my karma.
हाँ, अगर हमारा कर्मा कॉन्शियस क्लियर है तो ग्रोथ आएगा, पैसा आएगा.
Definitely. That
प्रॉब्लम्स भी आती हैं, बट वील फाइंड सॉल्यूशंस.
ओवरकम करके उसका सॉल्यूशन का पकड़ो.
या
गिव अप नहीं देना.
गिव अप नहीं करना है.
एक बार मैं शुरू कर दिया, पकड़ के रखो.
सो आप कब तक सोच रहे हो आईपीओ के लिए? कुछ सालों में, 1 साल 2 साल?
मतलब वो भी
राइट नाउ द वर्ल्ड, इंडिया हैज गॉन इनटू अ आईपीओ फ्रेंजी, लाइक सबको आईपीओ करना है.
या ऐसा हो रहा है, बट वी आर नॉट प्लानिंग, बट मे बी 2027 will be in our 20th anniversary.
Yes, I was thinking about it when you told me 2007.
तो 20 साल इज द शेरा होता है किसी को. 20 साल के बाद कोई बंदा ने शेड आउट का चांसेस होता है. एक एवरी इंसान को एक 20 साल का लाइफ होता है. 20 साल के बाद स्लोली थोड़ा कुछ तो
ट्रांसफॉर्म करना
ट्रांसफॉर्म करना पड़ता है कुछ ना कुछ लाइक फाइंडिंग अनदर वन मोर बिकॉज सो फार I was doing only this thing only, not even doing any single thing. Just for like even in hard timings also, like good timings also, all the timings also. I only one single business I am doing from since like 2007 in India once I started Chocolate Room.
That's a beauty also. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's actually the best part because you're given 100% of your energy into one area.
Perfect. Yes.
Which is actually a tough thing.
Yeah, very tough. Especially in Indian type of market is very tough thing. But be given 100% of my entire energy or like time and things of only one brand and
17 years.
17 years. I don't know because I'm enjoying today also in this like even in tough times also was very very much enjoyed. But I am seeing still like lot of growth in this industry. I feel like this industry just started. I feel it's not like I'm not feeling.
So you're feeling that अभी तो वार्म अप हुआ है, धंधा तो अब बनना है.
या सिनेमा अभी बाकी है.
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है.
पिक्चर अभी वो तो मैं तेलुगु वर्ड तरह यूज किया. पिक्चर अभी बाकी है. तो दिस इंडस्ट्री इज लाइक like such a good industry. It's like next 20 years is going to be an amazing industry. Youth are increasing day by day, like disposable incomes are increasing, lifestyle is changing. When your lifestyle, definitely you put the spend money on your kapada and your food and all these things only.
People are now spending on everything. रोटी कपड़ा मकान तीनों पे स्पेंड हो रहा है.
That's right.
Only problem is मकान में वो मकान खरीद रहे हैं, जमीन नहीं खरीद रहे हैं. But again, जमीन also comes with a cost.
But it's like because जमीन खरीद करना सबका
forte भी नहीं होता. It's very tough.
Very tough.
You need capital in hand. Like आपको 1 करोड़ की जमीन खरीदनी है तो आपको 1 करोड़ हाथ में चाहिए. तभी डील क्लोज होती है. 60 days 30 days में पैसा पूरा देना है. When it comes to an apartment, you just
easy
buy it, pay 10%.
That's right.
And you
90% लोन मिल रहा है.
90% लोन मिल रहा है.
So that is the reason like everyone has their own things and all the people are not same like anyone, right? So
the mix of thoughts are needed.
All mix of this much of 140 crore का पद people में तो कितना bunch of mixed ideologies, mixed things होता है.
When you say 140 crores, I figured out कि you have one chocolate room for every 50 lakh people. Very less.
Seriously.
If I do the math, it's very small.
That's exactly right.
So you have a big opportunity.
Very much, I'm telling you. Lakhs of crores of villages,
so where do you
cities
see,
in India market,
Since we are going towards AI and automation, where do you see automation? Do you think any scope of automation in your stores? Like I'm not talking about store, maybe like a airport kiosk where there's just a hand robotic arm creating few pre-created recipes. I don't think anyone in India is doing that yet as a...
It's already started somewhere in Delhi, like robot service started. On the floor robots
that is in Hyderabad also. We have one in
all that all has been started. And what about like but still our industry, what the best can do, I am not sure about it. Still that
it's more fancy for now.
काम करेगा like seriously
अभी के लिए fancy है,
अभी fancy
नया trend
तो
है
but वो पता नहीं 20 साल के बाद like क्या हो सकता है. But automation is always like somewhere like behalf of you that mission will work.
Yeah,
that's what I believe as a common man.
Yes. No, that's what it is.
Yeah. तो कल क्या है like मैं ऐसा सपना देख रहे कि like ऐसा some company without promoter भी बन जाएगा, some brands create भी हो जाएगा.
True, that's after AGI.
ह्यूमन से मिशन इंटेलिजेंस से ना कुछ लाइक स्टार्टअप्स भी बन जा सकता होगा.
राइट.
और लाइक तो ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेस का कम हो के मतलब आई एम सीइंग लाइक समथिंग एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी ग्रोथ इन वेरी लेसर टाइम आल्सो. नंबर ऑफ बिजनेसेस बन जाएगा, नंबर ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज बन जाएगा एंड स्लोली मेरा सपना पूरा हो जाएगा. सब कुछ मेड इन इंडिया बन जाएगा.
नहीं, ये तो डेफिनेटली पॉसिबिलिटी है कंसीडरिंग हाउ आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज वर्किंग एंड हाउ all the Indians are also supporting it.
That's right.
We are already on the verge of looking at it.
Exactly. Our dependency of other country can.
It's already going down.
Come down.
Yes.
तो दिस इज ऑल वेरी गुड. आई एम टेलिंग यू, ब्राइट फ्यूचर इज देयर. यूथ का, कमिंग यूथ का तो कितना अपॉर्चुनिटी, कितना कमा सकता है, पैसा है पैसा. इंडिया में तो मैं तो बोलता है कि सब ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, अमेरिका में, यूके में कौन कौन रहता है, ये सब लोग आप वापस आ जाओ इंडिया को.
अगर आपने बहुत लेट कर दिया तो यू माइट बी नॉट बी एबल टू कम बिकॉज देन द कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग विल बी वेरी हाई. ऑलरेडी इट्स वेरी हाई. It's going up, but next 10 years later, if someone plans to come back, it will be too late.
Too late, or like, no, you never know. That depends on the.
No, because I
things.
see many people go there thinking there's a bigger opportunity there. When they're coming back, they are saying, भाई 3 करोड़ का फ्लैट है हैदराबाद में. हमारे वहाँ पे तो 2-3 करोड़ में तो मस्त विला मिलता है, बैकयार्ड में एप्पल ट्रीज है, बिकॉज दिस लार्जर लैंड बैंक देयर. Here we have concentrated circles which are likely giving you good life experiences. So in that case they are not able to come back and even purchase things here now. जो उधर से बेच के ला रहे हैं ना, नहीं बच रहा है पैसा.
That's right.
So still there's a opportunity here.
But I feel that people comeback percentage कितना होता है, I don't know. But जाने वाला परसेंटेज तो कम होगा. अभी से जाने वाला परसेंटेज
स्लो डाउन होगा, स्लोली
होता है. बिकॉज ऑलरेडी सेट हो गया, लाइक
वो वापस नहीं आएगा.
सब लाइक नो, तो फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर इंस्टेंसेस फ्रॉम गुजरात, तो यू आर स्टार्टेड स्टेइंग सिंस लाइक नो चाइल्डहुड, born and brought up in Hyderabad. तो you feel it like no, मैं हैदराबाद इज मेरा.
या मैं गुजराती रिलेटिव्स की
आप गुजराती हो,
आ जाओ फैक्ट्री डालेंगे, इंडस्ट्री डालेंगे, गुजरात वाले
आ जाओ, लेकिन इधर अभी इधर कोकापेट में एक इंडस्ट्री डालेंगे और किधर और कुछ कर देंगे.
कंफर्ट जोन में आ गए अपन.
योर फील एंड ऑल विल हैपन लाइक दैट, राइट?
आवर नेटवर्क इज हियर, आवर होल इकोसिस्टम इज हियर नाउ, स्कूलिंग, एवरीथिंग इज हियर, कॉन्टैक्ट्स आर हियर, नो वन वांट्स टू. सेम वे हुए, यू आर राइट. जो गए हैं वो वापस आना मुश्किल है.
परसेंटेज बहुत कम होता है, unless until like नो वो इधर बहुत खानदान है, इसको कुछ फैमिली का मिस हो रहे. अरे चल भाई, खाली पैसा के लिए मैं इधर क्या रहना, लाइक नो,
तो
चलो
वो आ सकते हैं.
इधर आ जाएंगे, मम्मा पापा का साथ बैठ जाए, लाइक नो खानदान के साथ हो जाओ. दैट मेंटालिटी बहुत कम होता है. तो वेरी फ्यू मेंटालिटीज दैट टाइप ऑफ पीपल.
बट मेजॉरिटी ऑफ देम, एज यूर राइट, कम हो जाएंगे लोग जाने वाले, बिकॉज ह्यूज अपॉर्चुनिटीज आर ओपनिंग अप इन इंडिया. एंड या, but anyway, this was a very very interesting conversation. I hope I'm sure you might be tired because 3 घंटे से हम बातें कर रहे हैं. थोड़ा सा आपको भी ब्रेक देता हूँ. We'll catch up over chocolate at one of your chocolate rooms.
Over a coffee without mics and without TV and without cameras. I can talk more also, like, you know.
No, that's what I wanted you to talk on camera, but anyway, that's fun.
I'm not feeling as like in front of camera and all something, but it's when it comes into the any subject of anything, I love to talk and helping the people, because I love to lot of startups to help and all, like, you know, because I want to share my experience and I want to give some sort of cautioning, something like, you know, where to take care, like, you know, how you want to take care of your liquidity, because what I believe in the business, liquidity is the most important
thing. Yeah,
when your liquidity dry up means you are died.
Yeah,
that's what I believe.
True.
So in business me, that, you know, caring of, even though if you are not getting any 1 rupee, that you shouldn't, like, you know, scared. You should be, like, you know, more active.
True.
अरे चलो, like, you know, अभी जीरो में भी मैं 1 रुपये कैसा कमा सकता है.
नहीं, डेफिनेटली, लाइक ऑल दिस चैलेंजेस एंड ये सब आपका जो एक्सपीरियंस है लोगों को पता चलेगा, तो दे विल ऑल्सो लर्न एंड गेट इंस्पायर्ड, एंड दैट वाज द होल थीम ऑफ आवर पॉडकास्ट. बट आई एम हैप्पी दैट you came, you shared all your experiences, and मुझे पता है ये सब लोगों के लिए यूजफुल रहेगा. It was a nice conversation. Thanks for
thank you very much, Amit. Thank you
Sure.
very much. Yeah.
Wishing you all the best for 2027, the 20th anniversary. I'll look forward to either your IPO or the new change or automation. I hope so.
Something will definitely,
something will happen
happens,
definitely.
That's what I'll definitely invite you.
Sure. Looking forward to the same.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
a
you
nice
very much.
experience.
Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Yeah.
अगर आपको ये पॉडकास्ट पसंद आया है तो लाइक करना ना भूलें, और टफ स्टोरी को यूट्यूब और सारे सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स पर फटाफट से फॉलो और सब्सक्राइब भी कर दीजिए. ऐसी इंटरेस्टिंग और इंस्पायरिंग कंटेंट के लिए मिलते हैं हम आपसे हमारे अगले एपिसोड में. तब तक के लिए गुड बाय.